Boom. We are live.
Oh,
How's it going, boys?
hey, good.
Nice.
It's going
Nice.
good.
Oh,
Hello, everybody.
I just noticed that our thumbnail is our old one with the mountains and shit in it. Oh,
Oh,
oh, yeah, I didn't choose the thumbnail this time. YouTube did it for me.
oh,
Yeah. Oh, we lost Andrew quickly, but he'll be back. He'll be back. Yeah. Who do we got here? Oh, we got Jackson. Jackson's in the chat. How's it going, brother?
oh, hello.
Jackson, you know what? You're welcome to join the pod, buddy. You were there last weekend.
What's up,
Hope you good.
Jackson?
Jackson Hickey. Yeah,
Oh.
I think it's Hickey. That's how you say that, right?
Yeah, I
Hickey?
met him. Good puller.
Oh, you know
Mhm.
what? He's come a long way. He's come a long way, that guy. I actually pulled him. I pulled him in my second tournament ever. We both started at the same time, me and Jackson. So, believe it or
Really?
not. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I progressed. I think I progressed a little quicker for a bit, but he's catching up now. He's getting strong.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
really like the like even if his hand goes back, he's still got so much side pressure he can just pull through. It's
yeah.
really awesome.
Give me a second, Jackson,
Yeah.
and I'll send you. I
Always
have to
envious
send
of
all
that.
invites through my phone, unfortunately, because which is stupid. Like they discontinued my messenger on my PC, Microsoft. Now I don't know if it's going to give me a duplicate window when this. Let's see what happens because I'm loading in with my phone, so I might be on here twice. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
That'd be trippy. You just hear this echo going off every time you talk.
I think I'm okay. Oh, oh, shit.
Oh, there's the loop.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, it's like, oh no. Oh man.
No, yeah, that was hell of an event though. It was really cool seeing everyone up there.
That
Yeah,
that one felt like home actually. Like that event was really cool. Just family.
Yeah, the atmosphere was great. It wasn't like there's no nervous energy. Everyone just felt really calm and comfortable.
yeah. You know what? It's because we're good. It's a bunch of good people having good vibes and good time, and you can pull better like that because you don't have those butterflies the same way when you're in a good atmosphere.
Mhm.
Do I not? Jackson, message me on Messenger so I can send you an invite, buddy.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
was actually just talking to Clifton about that. I recently started trying ashwagandha before I pulled to
Yep.
help with like
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
nerves and
Calm the
stuff like that.
nerves. Yeah.
And I think it really works.
I
Yeah.
take it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
It,
do.
it was like I tried some, and for me, it had some negative effects where I was almost like really low in energy, and so I had to come off of it. But
Could
like
see
it
that
does help
eventually
probably if
happening.
you've got like really high nerves or something. Hey,
Hmm.
Well, it
I
helped
think
me.
for me, I'm a little more calm in the natural, like my basic state.
Yeah, it takes you
Yeah.
down too low of a notch.
Yeah, and then I get like sluggish, and I'm just like going through my days like a zombie.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
Jackson. Thanks,
I
buddy.
quit smoking weed, so I think it kind of replaced
Mhm.
that for me.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what? I went through some hard times when
That's-
I quit weed at one time. I didn't dream for years, and then
Yeah,
all of a sudden I quit, and I was getting these vivid dreams,
it's
and
crazy.
it was messing me up though. Like it messed me up. Yeah,
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Jackson.
really weird, really
Hey,
weird.
yeah, yeah.
Jackson.
What's up, boys?
What up,
Hey,
Oh,
man?
buddy. Yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
ah.
oh! You guys make me want to arm wrestle so bad last weekend.
I know. I'm surprised we didn't see you jump on the table.
I didn't know how long Dale was going to make it, right? Because that was Dale's ride, and
Yeah,
if I would have known, I would have pulled left. I would have went in there, but I didn't know, so I never entered. So, but
Brian, I can't believe how freaking fast you improve and heal. It's kind of a phenomena.
well, I'm ready, buddy. Like I'm back to my elbow's good now. I just got to build that strength up again.
Mhm.
So it's just a little bit.
yeah.
It doesn't hurt now on the table, but I don't. I'm probably 30% weaker in my pinning power, so that's a problem.
Do you
But,
find that your center table is easier than the finishing?
oh yeah, way easier.
Uh,
Right now especially because that I have to build that connection again going sideways, right?
mhm.
So, but you know what? I can go back pretty far. So if I get someone stretched out, even at 30% weaker, I could probably do some damage. Like I was really tempted to even to just go right-handed too on at Lethbridge, but it was like no, we
Yeah, it
gotta
would have been
wait.
cool to see you go against Ben, see how the hands and stuff match up there.
Watching what I've seen, listen. So Ben has Ben has issues with speed. He has issues with, and he's not. I don't think Ben's used to having so many strong hands. I think Ben would crush me left, but I think I could beat Ben right. Yeah, I know he's still coming back too from a bad injury, and just from that week, I felt really good. I felt like I should have pulled because anybody can say this though, so it's just like it's just my own brain, but I felt like I could easily just won both right and left. Like
Mhm.
it sounds
Man,
crazy.
I felt the opposite going into this last weekend. I felt like I had been messaging Terry the week prior and the 2 weeks prior because I fell off the back of that truck,
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
on my left hand, and
Oh,
it's been a freaking nightmare trying to
yes.
heal it.
Yeah.
And I've been doing the rice buckets. I've been
You
I've
doing
been
the
doing the
Wolverine?
bands, but it's like I would say my wrist right now is like on my left is probably at like 60%. I'm not even gonna lie,
My wrist on
especially
my
after.
right's a little beat up from overtraining. So overtraining's hurt my wrist on my right a bit.
Mhm.
But like there's like I do the whole regiment. So like I'm not really for steroids and stuff, but I love peptides and I
I
love
am.
yeah. Oh, listen, I do. I take testosterone. I take testosterone. So, but the thing is, and maybe a little primo, a month out of big match. But, but anyway, I'm not against it. Is what I'm saying. I'm not
Yeah.
against it. But for healing and recovery, though, peptides, I do. I really they work. I'm a hyper responder, so they work really good for me.
Is that a injection then, or is that a
It's a
like?
tiny injection. It's a little tiny little insulin needle. It just goes under the layers of skin.
Where does that go? Like, do you
You
need to?
inject it in the injured area is where you put it.
Oh,
Where
so
you would like to put it.
it's kind of like a stem cell treatment. Like it goes right where
It
you
works.
need.
It works similar. It works similar, but like it's a little different, a little longer. It takes a little longer. It takes repeated treatments. But I hyper responded. Like I went in. I also had PRP injections done. So when I went in for the PRP injections, the doctor said to me, he goes, "What have you been doing?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he showed me the ultrasound prior to what he was seeing during the PRP. He's like, all that fluid and that space there is all filled in with scar tissue. The fluid's gone. He goes, honestly, like you shouldn't have this much healing that quick. Like what, and I said, listen, I've been doing peptides. And he goes, yeah, he goes, peptides. Yeah. He goes, like they're never going to get licensed. They'll never be legal. But he goes, you're not the first person I've seen with this good a recovery. So like, and that was 2 months after my injury, right? Or no, yeah, about 6 weeks. Yeah, 6 weeks after my injury. So I had already had scar tissue and already healing after 6 weeks because of Wolverine. And they were pretty significant tears too, right?
Mhm.
Like one was 50 something percent, one was 40 something percent. One was the Paul Lynn said it. It's a big long name, starts with an M, but I call it the flexor ligament. It goes on the inside of your elbow. That was ripped 50 something percent. And my UCL, I tore that. It was like 47%.
Yeah.
But I had no surgery, right? And I've just been rehabbing and peptiding it. And now I've done a little growth hormone in the elbow too. And basically, yeah, I want to come back. February, I'm back. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's
that stuff all
pretty, yeah,
works, and I think it's kind of necessary for this sport for
It
sure.
is. It
yeah.
is. Unless you want to always be injured and never get to pull, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I mean,
I
how
am
many guys out there have you heard that? Oh, I'm injured. I'm injured. I'm injured. They're just always injured. Well, it's like, well, yeah, you
I'm
are
always
going to be,
injured.
but I'm always injured too. But I constantly treat it, and I can still pull even through a lot of the
Mhm.
injuries that I get, even though they're pretty bad. Sorry, Jackson, you were gonna say something, bro?
Oh, I'm deathly afraid of any sort of injection or any type of everything, and it has
Oh.
nothing to do with the effects or whatever
You're just
comes
scared
with
of
it.
needles.
I'm just straight up scared of needles.
I don't
Like
blame you. I was always the same way.
you want to put me into a fear box? That's it.
Well, you know what? You get your woman to do it too. You don't do it yourself. So you
That
turn
would be
your head.
worse because she'd make it hurt.
Well, these needles are like this. The peptide needles are just tiny little insulin needles. Like you
You know,
don't even feel them. You don't
you
even
know what
feel
I
it.
heard?
What?
So what? I don't know if you know this, but I fell through a house a few years back and I tore the ligaments out of my spine.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You got bad luck.
Yeah. Well, I was pretty clumsy and heavy at the
Hey,
time.
Allie.
So, but
Michael.
I got electro therapy.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
And I've been thinking about doing it on my arms, like
It
just on
works.
like the
You
elbows.
have a
And I'm
Dr.
wondering,
Ho.
you
Do you
think
have a
that'd be
Dr.
good?
Ho? Get a Dr. Ho. It works great.
Yeah.
I have one. I have a Dr. Ho. And it works like beautiful. It at first it's like it makes your muscle flex and spasm. It's kind of like the shit that Bruce Lee used to take. Remember Bruce Lee? You do that electrotherapy, and it works. It can increase healing like friggin' mega.
I haven't seen too much personally for myself using it. I have one of those tens units,
Yeah.
but I do like cupping a lot because it gets that
Yeah,
blood flow.
yeah. I haven't tried it yet. I've seen people with all those, big cut mark hickeys on their bodies and arms and shit, but I haven't done it, but I heard it works really well.
It brings because it pulls up.
Yeah.
It actually brings blood flow into the tendons and ligaments under the muscles. So it's like one of the
Okay.
only ways to attract blood flow into that area without like you
Without
can do like the bands and stuff to force it there, but
yeah.
A passive way of doing it that's non-active is pretty helpful too.
Yep.
Does a heat band not do that either?
What?
There's these like heat wraps that you can get that are supposed to do that. Would that work?
Not sure. I know that Ali Hamadia that just said, "Hey, gents," hey, Ali, how you doing, brother? Ali gets the cupping all the time. I always see those big hickeys all over him everywhere. And,
I like it. I think it works.
Yeah. Well, it must, right? I mean, Hermes does it like every time I see Hermes, he's like just full of those circles all over him, right? So they got to work.
It's something
right?
you can do weekly, and it's here in the States. It's $30 a session, so it's not super expensive.
Okay.
Yeah,
It ain't gonna be $30 here, that's for sure. But it would probably not be too expensive though. Allie, how much you pay? Tell us. Yeah. I know our PRP injections aren't too expensive. Like I only paid $500.
Yeah, unless they do the bone thing, it's not too expensive.
Yeah,
but I didn't like the idea of them drilling into my bone.
Yeah, I didn't like that. It just sounds bad either. And that's $800. They can do that here. It's $800, but it sounds pretty shitty to me. I'm good. Just platelets and enrich them and inject them. I'm good.
Yeah, I would like to not have a hip replacement if possible.
Well, we have a new sponsor, and you know what? I'm really bad. Ryan's not on right now to send me the link to put in the thing, but we have the stem cell company that sponsors East versus West. They're now sponsoring us. It's not VitaCell anymore. It's called Vitality.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Vitality Medical, I think.
Yeah, something like that. They're sponsoring us now, so that's kind of cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and Ezreal, arm wrestling equipment.
Very nice.
We've been talking to them, yes, and we're building a relationship with them, so that could be right down the pipes. And then Ryofi, that portable gym that I own, I'm in talks with him, so we could have 3 big sponsors here really soon for the Through the Fingers, and it's for the 98 as well, right? So it's gonna be
cool. Really awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's what I want, right? Because when this league starts up in the end of April, beginning of May, like this league is for all of us. It's for Montana too. It's for Montana. It's for Saskatchewan. It's for Manitoba, BC. I want people from North Dakota, South Dakota. I want anybody, Utah, which I think some of those guys, Scott Evans, I think he'd be interested. I maybe even honor a match with him at one of our events. But anyway, I want it open for everybody, and then there's going to be a ranking system, and it's going to be whoever takes part in these events is going to be in the rankings. So, and we do want to build it up to where the sponsors, like we're not looking at it like exactly like getting sponsors for matches. We would just want to get sponsors to hopefully get enough money to cover the event cost, and then we can put a lot of all the entry money back into the prizing for all the pullers.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, yeah, and then it makes sense, right? Because then you're thinking, well, shit, the more people that go, the more money there is in the prizing, right? And then hopefully those numbers grow, right? So, and we do plan on doing 4 events a year, so it's going to be quite active. Every 3 months, there's going to be an event, right? And then at the end of the year, or even like in between and stuff, we're going to be having super match nights and events anyway. That's where we can get sponsors to put up money for each match, kind of like the Armbender, because there'll be ranking matches throughout the year.
And I think with that comes better venues too.
Well,
right?
yeah, and
Yeah.
you already know that I like getting good venues.
Oh, I
Oh
do.
man,
You
the
know what?
casino was so good.
Isn't
The
that
casino
awesome?
was.
I know.
I have a. Do you guys know Brian? You've been to Medicine Hat a bit, right?
Yeah, a few
You
times.
know the Esplanade.
Sorry,
Do you know what the Esplanade is?
the Esplanade.
Esplanade.
Oh, Esplanade.
It's like the arts and event center here. They do
Okay,
they do like concerts and plays and stuff there,
Yeah.
but it's
Perfect
the
for something like that.
perfect venue for like a high tier
Yeah,
super match.
Yeah.
Super match. Yeah, it's big stage, lots of seating, upper ceiling, which I think would be really good for arm wrestling in particular for
Yeah.
views and for cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
I have big dreams all the time for Alberta, especially just because that's where we're from.
Yeah.
And I know that there's good organizers out there. Like there's you, and you know what, Locke puts on really good events too.
They do.
And I'm like, the day that you guys collaborate and I can't wait for this to be like a big like event setup, where there's an admission charge kind of deal.
I know you're saying like do a proper pay-per-view with some big.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I think the best venue ever in arm wrestling, and I'm talking about that includes, some of the more recent East vs. West here in the U.S. were pretty crazy venues.
Yeah.
But Brian and I, back in February, that was so cool, and it's such a shame that video's not on YouTube anymore because the backdrop, that big crowd, it was so cool. That was the coolest thing ever.
He did release it for a little bit, and then he blocked it back up again. So something pissed him off. Yeah, because he did release some of that. I remember.
You can request it from him if you want the footage, but no, that event was so cool, and then the way the crowd looked in the background of the video where the placements were, it was so cool, and that stage, everything looked so badass about
it.
It was amazing.
I lost, so it sucked.
Yeah, that sucks, but the venue itself was so cool. Yeah.
No, I agree. Actually, you know what? That was I don't regret that match. That match proved to me that you cannot take people lightly, and you never. You know what? Never think that you don't have to give it your all because you're going to beat the guy easy, because you're going to get smacked in the face. And I did that time. That was a really good learning lesson for me, because honestly, I thought I was going to smack that kid around, and he put the bleed on me, and I couldn't get it back. Once my hand blew up, I was just worse and worse and worse and worse. You know what I mean?
Who was it that you faced?
It was Randon Till. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I started out strong. I felt stronger, but you know what? That kid, I know how to pull him now. So it's just like Byron. When I first went up against Byron, I lost, and I said, okay, I learned some shit. And then the next year, Mike gave us a super match again, and I beat him. Right. And that's why me and Dion were arguing too back in the day. I love Dion now. We're friends. But we were arguing for a bit, and he's like, yeah, I can't believe Byron beat Brian. And I'm like, why do you keep saying that, Dion? I'm like, I beat Byron. You know what I mean? About a month later, he goes, yeah, I can't believe Byron beat Brian in that super match. And I'm like, For fuck's sakes, it's in my intro, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? You see me beating him in the intro. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. He just kept rubbing that in. I'm like, I fucking won that super match. Yeah, I was like, I had to prove to Dion that I won it. You know.
And honestly, nothing in arm wrestling really surprises me anymore.
Yeah.
In terms of wins and losses, because
Yeah.
arm wrestling is so weird. It's extremely difficult to
Yeah.
predict a lot of different things because we've all felt it. Like there's days where we feel super strong and then we
Yeah.
come into practice and then it's like nothing goes our way.
Yeah.
And then there's days where you just feel like absolute dog shit, but
And you do
somehow you're
great.
just beating everyone.
Yeah.
It's just
I
You
agree.
know,
predicting your
I've noticed
performance is
that.
difficult.
Yeah. Like after you take like a couple months off, like if you come back like 3 months break or whatever, you feel really good, but then you only get like 2 or 3 pulls and then you're burnt for the rest of the night. So that's kind of funny how that works, but
you know what?
That's what I was worried
felt,
about this last weekend.
Well, you did great, buddy. Listen, I think you know what? Last weekend, it was like you were like a diesel engine. You know, like you took a while to warm up. You know, like when you get in your diesel truck, it's hot, but when you first started up, fuck, man, it takes forever to warm up. And you just got warmer and warmer and warmer, and by the end of it, you were just pulling like a maniac. So it was pretty good.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. You did great. You actually, I seen the growth in your arm wrestling. Actually, it really stood out. So pretty awesome. Bro.
Yeah, I don't really. People like to classify me as a top rope. I mean, a hook, but I think especially on the left, it's not a traditional top roll, but it's that's kind of I go through pronation when I pull. So
you finish with pronation, like you do drag, like it's not a hook, it's like a side pressure, and then you like to pronate to finish the pin. That's what it looked like to me. Yeah, a lot of pronation in the end. Like you really emphasize the pronation as once you get to the winning side. So yeah. And pronation's good, man. Yeah, but you know, pronation, it can be a curse too, right? Because a lot of times guys think they have to have. Sometimes you can get fully pronated where it's a curse because now you're fully pronated. You can't pronate anymore.
I think if you fully pronate with an overcupped wrist, it's bad.
Yep.
That's why I think modern arm wrestling has come to the point where we've learned that a full cup isn't that efficient. All you need is just that little bit.
That's all I use.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Too much, and then you can get pressed. Like if you over pronate with a full cup, then you're super weak to a press.
You're super.
And everyone presses now. Everyone presses, so you can't do that anymore.
Well, because you know what, I think a lot of people have realized that you do need a transition, right? Like there's some guys, you know, when you just get it and you just can't finish, you have to do something, right? So
Georgie Spekov.
Yeah, and he's one of the best in the world until he goes against the top 5 and he loses. Yeah, because he doesn't have that transition, right? It's
it's true. Like I don't know. Sometimes like it helps to like completely fold the hand back and then add your body to it right away.
Get behind
and then
it.
You can kind of sit on it. Yeah. And then from there,
timing though.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Jack?
Oh, I was saying timing with that is important.
Yeah.
If you go too far, it's kind of like Andrew was saying. If you go too far with it, then you lose it, and then you're kind of stuck in that spot.
Yeah.
But like a good example is you at this last, like against Jason.
Yeah, that's exactly what you got to do.
You pronated just right and then hopped right on top of it right when you knew you had his hand, and then that's how it should be. That's how it should go.
Yeah, you go just far enough, and then you stop and you put your body on it, and then it allows you to just control the whole arm. Like,
and then you're resting a bit, and the other guy is probably going to do something to himself in that situation, right? Because he's got to do something to get out of it. So you just wait for him to expose himself, and then and you did it. You did that really good. The second round against Jason, you did prematurely go for the pin.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, Jared, don't let it come. Be patient, right? And then
I had to shove him a little bit further down before I could push him because he was holding me like a little bit too high. So I had to like bang the hand down just a little bit more, and then I got on top of it. But it was
a super impressive match.
It was close. Like it was actually a close match. Like if I hadn't stayed on top of him, he would have got me.
Well,
Like he was strong.
You took away his power, right? Like Jason's
Yeah.
shot is powerful, but if you
Mhm.
disable his hand and you take that away from him, he can't access it, right? And why would you
Yeah.
let him access it anyway? Like,
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
win. Like win right now, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to take any chances, and I knew if it went for the long stretch, I'd already exerted too much hand at that point, so I couldn't go 5 rounds. So I knew I just had to just bury it, but it was going to be bad otherwise.
Well, Joe Nello says he doesn't want anyone exposing themselves while he's pulling them. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Guys, just talk for a second. I just got to fill up my water now.
Yeah, no, I think that's kind of funny, Jared, because I feel like we're kind of like opposite pullers. Like you beat Jason the really technical, smart, efficient way, and I just kind of ooga booga caveman through. And
it's like he's a hard guy to pull, actually. Like it's just like I just got like the perfect setup every time, which I got really lucky with that too. But
I don't think that's
sometimes,
luck.
yeah, well, maybe not, but I don't know. He's a good puller.
Consistently getting good hand positions like you get is,
Yeah.
you know, like if you're not known for getting good positions in the setup and then you get one, then yeah, you can say that's lucky. But typically, even in matchups where you haven't done well, like I feel like you have a really good hand position in a starting point. So,
well, like ever since I like a couple years, like maybe a year or two in or something, like Matt really drilled it into my head to never lose my hand ever. And so I went out of my way, basically. I was like, okay, even if my arm goes down, I'm not losing my hand. And so like it started, I started low, and then I started to lift it up more and more and more until it was center. And then like you just kind of train that way, where it's like even if your arm's gonna go down, just don't let your pronation go. Always try to keep everything as centered to you as you can.
Yeah.
You also are very good at staying tight. Like,
yeah,
like you consistently, like from what I've watched, you're not the type of person to like move out of your way to like open up very much. If your arm is gonna go that way at all, you kind of move with it and like adjust with it. If that makes sense. Like if somebody's gonna get your wrist, you start moving back and just cupping. Right? You just kind of take and you stay tight. You don't let your arm extend very much, which is important to your style.
Yeah. Well, and depending on which position you're in, there's only so many ways that a person can attack you in that position. So you can almost plan for certain pressures. And then if they go a certain way, then you're like, okay, then I gotta deliver a different kind of pressure to counter it. Because like they can't give you every pressure all at the same time. So they have to divert that pressure into different paths.
Yeah, you actually remind me a lot of not exactly the same just because your structures are different, but some of the positions you get into kind of reminds me a lot of Mindaugas' style of pulling.
Mindaugas is amazing. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, just thinking of the angles and the arm positions, hand positions, I feel like you get into very similar spots.
Yeah, and I've definitely had times where I get stretched open too, but that's just because my arm's failing. Usually it's not usually my hand that fails, but my arm will start opening up.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, when I pull with Jared, he actually always does very well against me, and I have to go through his arm. I can't go through his hand.
That's my freaking problem with this guy. Like when we practice pull, like in Lethbridge, not this last weekend, but a few months ago, Jared was being all nice and letting me take his hand. And then at this last tournament, he was like, "Okay, let me show you what I can do." In some after pulling, and it's like, "Oh no, your hand is like
really good."
No, honestly,
I feel like for myself, the only way to beat Jared is I have to immediately go low on his hand and try to like bang in the hook as hard as I can.
Yeah. Oh, we got
that's the only thing I think.
We got a super chat, 1999 USD from Arsenal, who is Nick Abel. The dogs had a good training session with Dalton. Awesome, brother. I am very proud of Andrew. Well, yeah, we're all proud of Andrew.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Oh,
buddy.
Nick
Yeah,
Gabriel.
Nick and Dalton were really important in my preparation for Mike because uh, I was just having Nick just press into me with everything he had, and Nick's press is getting very, very, very dangerous.
Yeah, yeah. Buddy.
And same thing, Dalton. He was just emulating Mike's style and just slamming into me, and
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out what the best spots were to try to stop and catch that. And I have to, give Mike a lot of credit where it's due because Dalton's a really fast, explosive guy, but almost every single hit caught me by surprise with Mike because it was
The way
that first movement so fast
Yeah.
that it was almost like I was like, when you're like half asleep and then you just suddenly wake up, like that's
Yeah.
what it felt like every time
Every
I kind
time.
of got it. I was like, oh, it's happening now. Let's
Well, you know
okay.
what I recommend? I recommend for anybody that wants to learn how to hit, go to Lethbridge because
Mhm.
Lethbridge is it's probably the top team in Alberta for hitting. Like all their guys do it. All of them are hitters. Like, they're all hitters. Like every one of them. Dylan, he hits, but he hits his own way. He hits more like his dad, I find. Like he just punches to the side and just lets it all hang, right? Dustin, what a hit he's got, but his is different. He kind of goes high. He'll drag over top. Dustin's hit is actually, well, we've seen him win Arnold's. Like he's pinned people that I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? The only one that isn't is Dalton Houghton. He hits too though. He hits too, but he's one. His style that I've seen on the table is the only one that's a little different from the other Houghtons.
Training with Dalton was different experience because he doesn't. You're right. He doesn't hit the same.
No.
Like what I find is he's so long.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna get his position. He's gonna catch you, and this is where he's different. Is that he's got the ability to hit just as hard after the fact.
Yeah, I agree.
Very good.
He's
at
strong.
that.
He's very physically strong, and not only that, he practices. He grinds a bit. Like he's not, like I said, he's not. You don't have to worry. He's more going to hit for hand control off the go than to the pad, and then he's going to hit you after he's got hand control. He's going to rip you to the pad, right? That's what I see with him. So
Dalton was my first arm wrestler that I ever met.
Okay.
Like when I first started, I went to his house, met in his little shed in the backyard, and this guy at the time I was like 199.
Okay.
And same height, so I'm a small dude.
Just a little dude.
Like not a small dude,
Yep.
but like compared to Dalton.
Yeah.
He walks out of his shed and he has to duck. And when I went to get pulling him, and I'm thinking, because I'm young, dumb, and I don't really understand arm wrestling yet, I just think I do. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna show this guy how good I am, and he picked me off the table. Like he quite literally, like lifted me up like in a riser, just like pulled me
right off
across the table.
Yeah.
I was like,
that feels weird. I've had that done to me a few times. Like Brian's done it to me a few times, and I'm like, "Whoa, we're going over there."
Yeah, you're like, where?
You have to say that feeling at a tournament, like when you get that one guy and you just like yank him across the table, like that is such a good. That's like one of the reasons that keeps you in there. Their whole body comes with it, and you're like, yes, I'm a freaking god.
Well,
that was me this weekend, man. I felt that, and I haven't quite had a lot of matches with big names or like guys that I've struggled with like that. So doing that this weekend, I really felt good.
You're coming along, awesome. Jackson. You've improved a lot. Like when you came down this summer, I was very impressed. Like you were definitely a lot stronger than you were, a year prior when I had pulled you. You know what I mean? And felt you right. Your left, definitely. I'd say your left's your money arm. Like it's definitely
it is when it's 100%.
Okay,
sure.
Yeah. And then your right strong too. My right is everyone knows, like my right is it's like miles ahead of my left. Miles.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been working on my left a lot, and I think it's been getting better. I pulled with Jared recently on the left. So he kind of knows, but it's still
Like my left is actually kind of close to my right. It just gets hurt more than my right does. But on the left, I think you'd be surprised, Brian. Like it's really it's something, and it's only gonna get better too.
I just don't really.
I can concur with that. His left is kind of messed right now. It's a little spooky. It's a little spooky. I did not enjoy it. I mean, I did because I enjoyed it for Jared, but not for myself.
Well, my left has a way of like scooping through the hand a bit different than my right does. Like it's higher up and it's a little bit stronger off the top, but like it's in the elbow, it struggles, so it's kind of tricky to use it.
Well, you know what? I actually pinned Jared, I think, for the first time on the left last week or like 2 weeks ago. I don't think I ever. Jared usually we pull a little left and then he'll block me, and then we'll go, okay, let's go right. But like I was just starting to, put my elbow on the table right and just letting people just slowly pull into me. But yeah, we went left that day and I felt pretty good. I didn't really have the connection I thought, but we were going slow enough that I was able to find some connection with you, right? So
Well, yeah, you blocked really high. I couldn't go over top of your thumb. You were able to pull me back, and then my wrist started going, and I was like, "Uh-oh, here we go." Got to start doing the flop wrist, and so I was bent back, and I was just trying to hold.
Nice. But yeah, that's the nice thing about like going slow is that that allows you to. That's why I always tell people, when you're in practice, you can go hard, but do it gradually. Like like start off, do your warm up, whatever you like to do. I like to do static holds and warm ups. That's just what I like. I say, give me some back pressure, and we hold it for like 30 seconds. I let go. Well, give me some side pressure. I'll hold it. I'll give you some side pressure. Everything's in 30 seconds. I just like it. I rub it out. Now, once I start feeling the blood, then we can start pulling, but you just gradually increase the intensity. Like it doesn't have to go, bam, you're just going all out in practice. If you do it properly, like Sean taught me this a long time ago, and Jared and me and you have always kind of done it that way when we warm up. If you do it gradually, you can actually get almost like 90% in practice and not be sore the next day if you just do it properly.
Yeah, you build up together until you're like almost that shaking tension, but then it's controlled, so you can. It's not going to fly off and stuff and hurt the other guy.
Sometimes if let's say Jared blocks me and he gets me a bit, I'll be like, "Oh, you got me." You know what I mean? And then we'll just go back to center, and then I'll drag him to here, and then he'll go, "Oh yeah, you had me," and I'll be like, "Yeah," you know what I mean? But we don't have to like, you know what I'm saying, right? You can just control everything because another thing too, and this was Jason Shaw's curse. He knows it now. We've talked, but Jason would red line. Like he'd come over. I was pulling him the one time and I was holding him and he was just everything. Like he was like, I was like, wham, wham. I'm like, this guy's so strong. He's going to get connected and he'll be good. But when you're redlining all the time, how much of it do you actually retain? How much of that pressure that you're feeling on the table are you saying in your head, oh, okay, well, maybe I go this way or I'll try this way? You're not, because you're redlining. You're retaining nothing. All you're doing is getting some workout in because you're redlining. So maybe you're strengthening the tendons a bit, but you're not actually helping your IQ on the table, redlining all the time in practice.
And I find that with kind of doing the static holds in the beginning of practice, where you're just holding each other and you're just, letting like the newer guys or smaller guys like work on you. And then taking decent amount of breaks between each pull. By the second half of the practice, you can pull like as if you're going 100%, and it feels like you're going 100%, but you've taken enough top end off that you can't hurt yourself anymore.
Now everyone's broke down, and it's like you're going full, but you're not, because you're less likely to hurt yourself. You're right, because that top end strength is gone now. And I mean, practice is about feeling all the pressures and learning and, trying to counter and working with each other. Like if I go to the table and I pull with you, Andrew, I'll say, what are you working on right now? You're going to say, listen, I'm trying to work on my hook, or I'm working on my back pressure, to get into a top roll. I will work with you. I'll give you the pressures you asked me to give you. And then you might say, is there anything you want? I'll be like, yeah, man, I want to work on my defense. So like, I want you to take me. I'm going to let you take me down near the pad and I'll just go and I'll tell you, to go harder if you can or whatever. And I just want to hold you, and then we can work together. That's proper practice. And I think a lot of clubs, like, cause I've traveled around a bit and I've trained with other clubs and they keep talking about our level, like in Red Deer and you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And I tell them, you know what? It's just, you guys just got to I show them stuff. I'm like, you guys just got to tweak the way you're practicing a bit. The way you guys are practicing, you're acting like you got to be the fucking champion at the end of it. You know what I mean? But really, you guys are getting injured at practice. You got guys crying and icing their shit and everything. And I'm like, like you're really just being like, you're probably getting better, but I think you know what I mean? There's a better path. You know what I'm saying?
There is, and there's actually a really cool correlation with this that I think you'll definitely know, Brian, because you have experience with it. I liken it to, remember when powerlifting was in its West Side barbell phase, and everything was about, you have to go to the gym and suffer, and you have to throw these chains on, and you have to get hurt, and you have you just have to kill yourself every single time and squat till you throw up, and then we were hitting good numbers, but all the top guys, they would be the top guy for 1 or 2 years and then they get injured and you never see them again. And now all the powerlifters have learned how to, pace their way up and do it in a smarter, more intelligent way. And now you see guys who have been, like John Hack has been on top for 11, 12 years now. A lot of these guys have been there forever. And they're just not getting hurt, and because they're training smarter, because
longevity, right? And that's the thing. There was none of that for a long time. You know who another guy is good to watch? He's a strongman, former world's strongest man. When was that? 2019. Martins. Yes, he is very smart now because through injury, because he was one of those guys that he probably could have won multiple world strongest men, but he was getting injured. But now the way he trains now is kind of like you were talking. It's more gradual. And it's more, he's less likely to get injured the way he's doing it now. And and this is his last year, apparently. I'm following his journey this year, but he's given it his all one last year and then before he retires. So very curious. I know he's pulling in the Arnolds is his next one, I think. I think the Arnolds. Yeah, it's going to be his first one back. So we'll see how he does. But I watch all the strongmen because I used to love strongmen. I was heavy into strongmen for years. I still watch it. I mean, I still watch all.
That was just our generation, like growing up, seeing it on TV.
Yep.
It was like it was like every year you knew that the time of year it was going to be on, and you knew nothing about strength training or sport or whatever, but you had to watch World's Strongest Man, and
it's true. Yeah, it was always on at Christmas time. I imagine never being Christmas. And when I was a kid, my favorite, and I think he's the best of all time, and I think this guy got robbed because he would have had the most titles in World's Strongest Man, but they wouldn't allow him to compete for a few years. And it was Bill Kazmaier. Bill Kazmaier.
Yeah.
He was my favorite.
Such a crock of crap.
It was. I know. And some golf cape or Jeff Capes or some shit. The guy had no chance of beating Bill Kazmaier. But because Bill couldn't pull, he ended up winning like 3 years straight or something fucking.
And it makes that happen in arm wrestling too. And I'm a little obviously the trajectory turned out okay, but Todd Hutchings, they didn't let him pull under 200 pounds.
Nope. No,
but he could have cemented a legacy as like the best sub 200 pound puller.
Yeah.
And even to this, for the longest time, they were having him pull super heavy weights, and he was doing well. And it was cool to see that because it was a spectacle. And of course, that's I know you guys are friends. I'm not a big fan of Neil Pickup because I think he uses and abuses a lot of pullers.
Oh, he does. He doesn't pay anybody anything. So
but it just is what it is, and it was spectacle first. And I'm glad that his trajectory ended up where it is today. But he could have he probably could have went 8-10 years sub 200 pound champion, and then started coming up and then having more success. But him being banned from sub 200 pound tournaments was like, who does that? Like, why? Like, what's the purpose? The same thing as the Bill Kazmaier thing.
Well, they did it, because you become too dominant and no one can beat you, so that's why they did it. And then they thought it would be a spectacle because you got this 200-pound guy taking on these gorillas, and he's beating them, right? So in a way, I mean, I understood on the money side and the entertainment value, but it wasn't fair to Todd for one. And you're right, he really could have cemented his legacy. Going back to the other thing, listen, I actually agree a lot with what you said about Neil Pickup. The only thing that I'll bring up that I guess I'm okay with the way he is, even though I don't like it either, is that I've seen guys like John Therian. So John the Savage Therian, he competed locally here in Canada. He started traveling a little bit, but no one knew who the fuck he was. No one.
Yeah.
And he did that Savage search. There was a couple other guys like Pelko. He did it. No one really knew who Kevin Pelko was at the time either. There was a few of them. They did the Savage search, and they got to go to Arm Wars. And yes, they had to pay for their own shit. They made everything. Neil definitely made tons of money. I know because I paid the $7.99 a month or whatever the fuck it was.
I don't actually mind any of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't mind it. But listen, so and I know what you're against, and I'm the same way. But you know what? John Therian's now a fucking icon, right? Like everybody knows who John the Savage Therian is. So I mean, they're Arm Wars. You know what? Yeah, if you're looking for financial gain, Arm Wars is not the place to go. But if you're looking to get your name out there and to like get noticed, I think that
it's a feeder league for sure.
Yeah, it's a feeder thing, but that people are going to see your match. But then again, that's not all true either, because guys have went all the way to Arm Wars, competed. There's footage and never gets used, and no one knows who the fuck they are still.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That happens too because I've heard of that. Right. So
there's a few different like leagues out there that have like deleted videos and deleted matches, and it's crazy because they're usually the matches that everybody, when they were coming out, is the ones they wanted to see.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna sit here and like name any names or say anything like I know what's going on behind all those scenes. But there's definitely been a few where I'm like, man, I would have liked to see that at least one more time.
Yeah. I just say the truth, what I feel. I'm not I'm not trying to badmouth Neil Pickup.
No, and I'm not saying you are. I'm
not trying to badmouth him either, but one of the things I think that really, really gets me, and I think what initially even made me kind of look deeper at him was his voice does sound good. I think he has a very good commentator voice.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the stuff he says is really freaking stupid and really bad. And especially when women are arm wrestling, that shit drives me crazy because you're like, oh, they look pretty strong for women and like all the same, kind of like whatever type stuff or and then some of the stuff he says, especially when he's interviewing them, is so bad. Like whenever I see him going up to do an interview instead of Coach Ray or one of those other people, I'm like, man, come on. Like just let him do the announcements, let him do the in-between match, the stuff he's good at, but just let's not have him talk too much because he can't help himself, but he just spews like really negative stuff.
Oh yeah, he definitely does. yeah. Sometimes he has no filter. Yeah.
And I hate his nicknames. He's come up with so many good nicknames, but he's come up with so many bad.
Yeah, no, I agree. I know. I don't even know
Cody.
About Dread, man.
How's it going, brother?
Yeah, Cody's sick. Cody's got a flu. A flu? You got the flu?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and now the girlfriend is getting it, and the baby's got it.
Well, it was bound to happen. It's hard not to. It's in the air.
I thought I'd come on for a second, say how.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, we want you to get better. This was a surprise pod anyway because we were just like
I'm just lying in bed.
Snowed in. Yeah, snowed in. I figured why not? Oh.
I'm sorry,
man. Cody, you might be sick enough. I might drive up there and challenge you.
Yeah, it's good timing. Yeah. Getting you while you're down. I know.
Yeah, that's like pulling Cody's a hard match, man. Oh man, I still remember that one. That one felt really bad for me.
I almost lined Cody up a super match today. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So I was. Well, I still might be able to get you a super match. So I was on the phone with Terry today. We talked for a bit, and
was that at the Winter Blast?
No, Battle Zone. Yeah. Calgary, February. So anyway, I was talking to Perry and I was thinking you versus Cody King. Cody King versus Cody Sluggett. And he's a national champ. Yeah, he's the national
Cody
champ.
King's a 198 national champ?
Yeah, but he cuts to make 198. He walks around like almost 220, 215. He walks around your weight.
So okay. What arm?
Well, right arm. Probably right arm for him. Oh no, he's good left. Is he left?
National champ left
arm.
arm.
It might be a left arm match. Yeah. But anyway, he can't make it anyway. Turned out Perry he messaged me back and said that Cody's can't come. So
it'd be a hell of a match for Cody, and I think just about perfect. From the U.S., Wyoming, AJ Henson. Natural 220. I think that would be honestly just right about level from what I can tell.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard.
I know.
For Cody to pick for Cody.
Spadell was telling me that his buddy, who's the guy we sponsored, Brian?
Chuck Young.
No, the guy before.
Before Nicholas Mode. Yeah, I think so. I think you can beat Mode. I think you can beat Mode myself, but yeah, it'd be good. That'd be a good match.
Thinks that me and Nick Mode would be a good match on the left.
I don't know where he's at now that he's lost all the weight. I know he's pulled recently. I haven't got a chance to watch, but yeah, I think he just pulled in the 220 recently.
That's what he does.
So I'm not sure where his level fully is, but
it's pretty high.
That could potentially be good.
He's strong, but I think Cody has enough back. I think Cody will give him problems. I know he's strong, though. I know he's really strong.
Well, fuck, he looks ripped as fuck from being how big he was to now being to where he is now.
Yeah.
He used to be like 300 pounds at one time, man.
Yeah, but being 300 pounds and then building a bunch of muscle, you can't really tell. And then when you lose it all, you're just like, what the fuck?
You're just fucking shredded. That's why I want to start losing some weight, because I know I got some muscle built up now. I just got to get rid of some body fat.
Hey, we live in the era of GLPs. It's easy peasy now.
Yeah, easy peasy. Yeah. Sorry, Jackson, about your phone, buddy. Yeah, it's okay. You're still, if it gets working, you can always hop back on anytime. You know, that's what I want to do. I want to actually start doing one night a week on the pod where we just open it up, and if someone wants to hop on, they can hop on. We'll just shoot the shit. Like, just kind of like an open mic thing. You know what I mean? Because I think there's, talking to different people and just having conversations. I don't know. I like it. You never know what someone's going to bring up or talk about or whatever. Sometimes
Jared versus Dakota is needed 2026.
Jared will crush Dakota still.
You guys need to get a match. The guy who pulled Dion with Nick.
Left-handed though, Jared and Dakota. Dakota's left's getting good. Who did you say?
Dustin and Nick Abel, and the guy who pulled Dion, Dustin.
Dustin Ramusin or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I think that'd be really
a good match. That would be a good fucking match. I agree. That'd be a really good match. Yeah. That'd be a really, really, really good match.
Yeah. I mean, Dion, I was warming up with him, and he was actually impressing me how much better he's gotten and how much just tighter and stronger he's gotten.
He's got stronger and better, yeah. You can see it.
I'm looking forward to see where he decides to pop in on the Montana rankings, who he challenges. Because I think he can sneak up in there. I'd like to see Dion pull Luke Cody. And see if he can get up on that list somewhere.
Yeah, Luke Cody, I think, might be a little too hand dominant still for Dion. But give Dion a few more months of whatever he's doing, though. Like, Dion's on a good trajectory right now. You know what? Dion just has to stay motivated and positive and not get down in the dumps. He's got to just train and stay focused is what Dion's got to do. And because he's not a bad arm wrestler at all. And,
he's good.
Yeah. I think
his post and his back pressure is good, really good for his size. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, yeah, like Dustin's just a hard guy to pull. Like I was pulling him on the after pull table and in the strap, I could not pin Dustin. Like he was actually really good.
Dustin's good. He's
he bound me up pretty good.
Like Zach, I think had a match with him a couple years ago, And Zach beat him pretty good though. I think I'm pretty sure it was him that he pulled at the Valor tournament. I think he pulled Dustin, but Zach's really fucking good at that weight. So you know what I mean. Not too many people are. You know what? Not too many people at 154 are going to beat Zach. It's just
No. Zach is he's one of those guys that knows the sport inside and out, like just really good.
It's true. I mean, you see what he did to Hunter.
I'm going to lose all this weight. I'm going to go down to 154, and then I'm going to beat Zach and gain it all back.
I guess a flu is a good place to start for the weight loss, but
or nothing else.
I'm sorry, man.
Let me be the first one to tell you that might not go the way you're thinking in your head, because going down to 176 was a big mistake, and I will never do that again, ever.
Yeah, because you think you're doing good by losing all this weight, but you know you're diminishing yourself so much. And then you get there, and your central nervous system isn't on par for one. Yeah, you know, you're best to pull within 10 pounds of your current weight. Don't go beyond that ever. If you try to go beyond 10 pounds, you're only asking. Like there is people that can do it. They're trained. They've done it for years, so they know how to do it. But why? Why? You know what I mean? Like just, I just seen a good post. Hey, we got Randy in the chat. Hope you guys are doing well. I had a great time at Eve. You did a good job at East versus West, buddy. He was going around interviewing people while we were like on the pod watching. And then Robert Baxter, he got Robert Baxter for us. Dexter, that was pretty cool. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's cool actually. Yeah. And then someone says, Nick says he's game for Dustin. So that's the next match. We're setting that match up. I think great. That's a great one, Andrew.
I think that's perfect, actually. Really like literally perfect.
And I agree with Jared and Auden. I actually agree with that, but I don't know if we can, like, if that's feasible because Auden's a hard person, and you know what, I'm just not willing to pay. I mean, Jared, no. There's
two things Auden will do. I think he'll do either a spectacle match like Korean Hulk, or he'll do a match that is very tactical and close.
Well, then Jared would be great because I think Jared will actually crush Auden.
Jared just needs to get on social media and promote himself.
Well, that's the problem. I'm kind of like a little bit of a dark horse, I guess, but I don't know. It's
You got to get me Milo for February.
Yeah.
No, for February.
I was surprised that Tim Lewis beat him.
Tim Lewis lost him.
He did lose, or did he just hit him once?
It was 2-3 to Milo.
Oh, so it was back and forth?
Yeah.
So Milo got 3, and then Tim Lewis got 2.
I thought Tim was going to beat.
I'm surprised that Tim could even pin him once. Honestly, I thought Milo's level was higher than that.
No.
Well, and Milo's really good, but I think that Cody, I think your style is going to be hard for Milo to get past. It's a tricky style. You have to like feel it a lot. I don't know. Like even I've pulled you so much, and your style's changed over the years, and it's gotten really good. Really, really good.
I just have to worry about his press.
Imagine we can get Milo against get Auden down to pull Jared. The problem is that they're not doing nothing for free, right? Mm-hmm. That's the hardest part because they don't, even though their level isn't there, their social media is too high. So like we're gonna get them to spend out of their own pocket to come down to pull you. Like it's not gonna happen.
And like they don't really have anything to gain, I guess, for beating us, as like just in the sense that we again aren't as well known as they are. But
I think you both
the channel's growing. And you get some sponsors on board, and like I said, some decent, money for even if it's not a lot or whatever. But if you could put on a good production and you can like send them a package, here's our plan, this is our deal going in, and we think it's going to be a great production. We're going to try these cool things that other people aren't doing. Come up. It doesn't have to be super cool, but maybe having some kind of, I don't want to call it a gimmick because it has a negative connotation.
Yeah, I know.
But kind of like how people are some East versus West, and like the armbender, they have the challenge flags.
Yep.
Having something that could be like interesting for them to be a part of,
I know what you mean. Something unique.
Yeah.
Not even a gimmick, just something unique to your promotion or your
Yeah.
production. Yeah.
Like Mac has their tables.
M Spot had fucking just table cameras and everything and fucking walkout music. I love them. You know what? I'm so mad that the fucking people have to fight in this sport because, man, they were onto something. I'm telling you, that production, when we did Armageddon, it made me feel we're just regular Joe's arm wrestling, you know, and we did Armageddon and it made me feel special. Like I walked out that night. I remember walking out and I'm like, I could see the crowd just going nuts. You know, it's me versus Chuck, right? And it's like kind of David versus Goliath in a sense because I was a lot big. I was bigger and stronger than Chuck, but it was like the atmosphere was fucking nuts, you know. And then you go on the table, and even when you win and you look out, everyone's going. It was. I'm telling you, that was my favorite to this day. Like for an event that I partaked in, that was the best event I've ever been involved with.
Oh yeah.
By far.
And the one in April, like you saw, it was just like a plain it was just a plain entertainment hall or convention hall. And they made it look so cool. And then on camera, like it looked super good, like with the way everything was set up. So yeah, man, they had such a good eye for how things will look on camera.
Yeah.
And the walkouts, the way that they had everything planned out, and the lines, and
cameraman walking with you as you walk out, it was awesome.
Yeah, it makes you feel like a total badass.
I did. I'm like walking out to fucking Limp Bizkit. I'm like, yeah, and it's like keep rolling. I'm like, I'm gonna be rolling this motherfucker. Like, yeah, I'm walking down, like high fiving everybody. I'm like, fuck yeah. Get to the stage. I walked out. Some guy hands me a Red Bull. So I grab a Red Bull, and I was upset because I wanted to drink it. So I walked down the stairs, and he's like, Brian's got a Red Bull in his hand. He's about to crush that Red Bull. And I'm like, fuck. And I had to put it down, and then someone stole it. I came back, and it was gone. I'm like, oh, fuck's sakes, that Red Bull's gone. I'm like, right. Because I didn't even crack it yet, right? So anyway, and then I get to the stage, and it's just like, yeah, it was awesome. I had money right on the table. I was like, fuck yeah, right? You know, people didn't realize me and Chuck had our own bet on that one too, right? So yeah.
You
know, he wanted to go $2,000 with me at first. I should have said, yeah, fuck. I just didn't have that much money.
And while we're kind of like on the subject, I did want to see what your guys' opinions were on two of the matches at Armbender. One, obviously the main event, you know, Sandris and I always have a hard time saying his name, of Warzwinski. Adam, you know, Warzone. Like Adam's gonna be big. He's not cutting like he normally does. He normally cuts like 20 plus pounds to make weight. I think this could be a super good match, and it's going to be a battle inside for sure.
This time, listen, I think another reason, I think I might have upset people last year because I was so negative towards the RVJ match last year. I didn't mean to be. I just knew where, you know when someone's, I was just being honest, right? But this year, I'm fucking pumped. I think that match is amazing, and I don't even think it's a bad matchup. I think it's a really good matchup. Adam Warzynski versus Sandris is like, listen, I'm worried because listen, Adam's like close to a world champion now. He got second, right? Yeah. Sandris has won. I think he's already won a world championship.
He's won 2 or 3 juniors, and I think 1 or 2.
2, I don't know, but I know he lost to Reno. He got second twice to Reno. But the thing is, Sandra, and he was I think he trained you for at least a month too, right? So
yeah.
So like, I tend to root for him, but I'm not rooting for him in this. Adam's our man. He's
always have to go NA. Always North America.
Always, yes, always. And plus, Adam's been on the pod. He's such an awesome guy. But I think Adam's the underdog by 5%. But I'm rooting 100% for Adam, and I think the match is gonna. We could be surprised at the outcome. I think it's going to be a banger. I really do.
I agree. Like if it goes inside, I think it's pretty dang close. The only thing I could see it not necessarily being close is if Sandris has enough hand to top roll through Adam. But I don't. That's not like Sandris has a top roll, but I don't think it's at that level.
He does. He stopped Matt with it.
Yeah.
Like He reversed low-handed Matt and stopped Matt dead center.
But he's going to be Matt has to come down to him, and he's going to be coming down to Adam.
Yeah, no, I know.
He's going to be dropping his arm. So
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Does that say
Adam's
Cody
gonna have a good
versus
chance
Ingen?
again. Yeah.
What's that, Cody?
Was that? Did someone say Cody versus Ingen?
Yep. Yep.
Well, there's also Cody Wood versus Alex Groot, which I think is also a super cool match.
Good match, man. And you know what? Don't count out fucking Alex because that guy's a killer, man.
He's strong as shit.
He's so
the way
strong.
he picks up the 120 pounds and just pronates it like it's a little baby weight, it's like that's special strength right there. Like he picks it up like it's like a warm-up weight, you know?
He's just a natural. He's built. Yeah. He's got all the attributes. I mean, his arm was built to be an arm wrestler. Like it really was.
And his one weakness, I don't think Cody's going to be able to attack. So I think it could be very, very interesting. Especially if Cody does his kind of signature move where he sits all the way back on his tricep at the start.
Oh yeah.
I think that'll be a very bad way to pull Groot. I think that'll be a very bad way to pull.
Honestly, you want to know what I honestly think? I think if Groot does if he adds really strong cup into his pronation, I think he's just gonna buckle Cody's hand and Cody's gonna be powerless. I mean, I see it. It could be a possibility. Is all I'm saying.
Are you talking about this Cody?
Too fast and strong so you can get into the
Cody Wood.
Yeah, Cody Wood, long blonde haired dude, muscle jack.
Dragon's Den arm wrestling.
Yeah, Dragon's Den. Yeah, I like him. I think he's good, but I just think I'm rooting for Groot for sure, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, Groot's from Idaho, right?
Yes. Yep. Number 1 in Idaho for 3 years now, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I like those Idaho guys too.
He was beating Alan Fisher like his second year in arm wrestling.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. He's good. I like him. And he's so young. You know he's going to have such a future in the sport, right?
Yeah, I'm not even sure if he's 20 yet.
He's right around there.
Yeah. Crazy, just crazy strong.
Yeah.
I'll never doubt Groot after the Jake Houston match. Yeah.
I had Jake Houston heavily favored in that match.
Oh, I mean, how could you not?
Yeah, I know. Jake's a fucking phenom, right? Like,
it was good seeing him get that win on the guy from New York. He came down to that City Slickers event.
I know who it is. Dan Swartz, my best buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's okay. You know what? He reached out to me and we kind of made up. So I'm not going to badmouth Dan Swartz.
I think Dan's good, but I think his recent success has kind of gotten his head a little bit.
Yeah,
and he took his foot off the pedal.
Listen, when I heard he was pulling Jake, I said, this match isn't even close. I said, it's not even close. Like, Dan's gotten better. He's had some big wins. He looks strong. He's done well. But Jake Houston is, okay. You know what? Now Dan can go back, though, and say, listen, okay, I got to work now. You know, he knows exactly where that level is then now. But that match wasn't even. It was just boom, 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 done. And I knew it was going to be like that.
Yeah, that was pretty dominant.
Well, the Monster Factory, it's like, what the fuck? I mean, I want to get on the Monster Factory. Like, what the
fuck? That's a cool show.
Yeah, and they do it on YouTube, and I like it because they do it free for everyone to watch, and I think that's a really good concept because the amount of views that you'll make some money anyway, and if people want to support it, I got the hiccup. Sorry. You can super chat, right? So,
and you can. That's the best. If you don't absolutely need the money up front, that is the key to long-term success. I think you have to have that free. Like, I think the whole reason the Mr. Olympia got really big is because they got those sponsors to start live streaming it. It wasn't behind a pay-per-view, and they live streamed it for free, and Amazon put it on. Amazon came in as a sponsor for the Mr. Olympia, and they got so much money that year, and they've been riding off of the coattails of the Amazon deal for a decade, and that's all it takes, you know. And big companies are looking for emerging brands to get behind and be the first one to capitalize on the market. The only thing arm wrestling needs is something to sell. Like, we don't have jerseys, we don't have footballs, we don't have like little things that you can sell to people. We need to find something, because I mean, you can't make money off straps and who, oh, get your John Brzenk signed strap, or like people. I mean, they're not gonna go for, like, we just have to find and it probably will be gimmicky, but we have to find something cool that arm wrestlers can either like wear, or that makes it that they have to have on while they arm wrestle, that you can sell, and then there'll be a market.
I know what you mean. Well, I think I don't want to give up my idea. But okay, you know what? I'll give it out. So listen, a lot of us arm wrestlers now. Actually, I was very lucky. Matt was nice to me and brought me back one from Colorado. Mouth guards. Now you're seeing a lot of arm wrestlers, especially like myself. Ron Bath, Hutchings at times has worn them. There's a lot of arm wrestlers now that wear mouth guards. Alan Ford, the Hitman Ford, has to wear his mouth guard. Now, the mouth guard thing, I think it really does give you extra strength, because it's scientifically proven. In powerlifting, it does. But that's something that I mean, you see the Shaw Strength ones, you see Airwaves, you see these companies that are making them, but they're not arm wrestling companies, and they're not an arm wrestling brand. If we could figure something out, you know, a little bit different from what they're making, and have it as an arm wrestling brand mouthpiece, boom.
Something that lets you breathe and talk.
Even breathe and talk. Something that locks in,
because
you don't got to.
Devin will never wear something that he can't shit talk with.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. And there's some people that don't want that in their mouth. I see the nose strips now. Everybody's wearing the nose strips. I like them too, because then I can't breathe through my nose anyway. So I have a deviated septum from being hit in my nose so many times. I can't breathe. So I wear them, and it's like, wow, I can breathe now, right? So even that, I don't see an actual arm wrestling brand making them. People are just buying other, you know what I mean, other companies those things, right? So it's like, these are all things that some kind of arm wrestling brand can capitalize on, though. You know what I mean? Like, why buy it off Airwave when you can have your own company, and all these products advertise it as the have-to-have arm wrestling tool, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Right? Like something that just becomes a standard, right? Or a state.
Like a powerlifting belt. It's like, you have to have a powerlifting belt, you know?
It's true.
It's just a freaking belt, but you have to have it.
You do. Yep. No, I hear you. Well, you know what's kind of cool is, I mean, as through the, you know, one good thing about Through the Fingers is that we're growing. Cody is new to now he's a partner with us. He's brought in some good ideas, right? Zach,
I'll be right back. I can still hear, but I just need to plug in my phone.
Oh, no problem, bro. Yeah, so now that we're all collaborating our ideas, once we start getting some funds built up and we can actually do all these ideas, we're going to do, like, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. Like, we're going to be doing events. We want our production. We want to get production equipment. We want to, like, better all our video quality. Like, you know, 4K cameras, friggin', you know, actually, you know, really good edited, produced arm wrestling content we want to get into, you know, especially for our events. You know, we're looking now, and we're getting, like, Cody's been talking to a sponsor. I've been talking to a company about sponsoring. Now 98 just picked up that stem cell. I feel like an ass. If you're watching, Randy, you should put it in the chat, the sponsor, the Vitality, whatever it's called, the stem cell place.
Is it anyway, Vitacell or something?
It's not. Vitacell got shut down, but this is called Vitality something. I don't know. 3 words. And they're going to be a sponsor. I don't even know the name of the place. So that's yeah.
Pop off. These lights are hitting my eyes.
Oh yeah, no sweat, brother. You just keep resting. Better. Yeah. Who do we got here? Okay, brother.
Good to see you, man. Hope you feel better.
was on
Good
there a
seeing you.
few years back. I had 2
Good to see
matches.
you too. Ah,
Boom. What were you on? He had 2. Jody had 2 matches. Went 1-1. Okay. I don't know what we were talking about though, Jody. I forget. We've been talking about sponsorship now, and I don't remember what we were talking about. But anyway, that's cool. Yeah.
Speaking of cool merch, though, I don't know if I ever showed you this, Brian. These shirts back here. These are the shirts
King of the Tables?
Alexei Vovoda and John Brzenk that they were signing live on the press conference. And the one up here, Alexei Vovoda, it's got like he drew a big drawing on it.
You want to know something crazy? Did you know Sean and him almost got in a scrap?
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
No.
So Sean was saying some shit, and Alexi thought Sean was talking shit to him, and they almost fucking scrapped. Alexi told him to shut his fucking mouth, and then Sean's like, "Go fuck yourself," and fucking they almost went at it. Yeah, you could actually go back and I could show you where it happened in the video footage. Yeah,
it's on the press conference.
Was it the press conference? I think it was it during the press conference. I think it was, or it might have been during the match.
Okay.
During the match? I don't know. I have to go back. Sean would know. I wish Sean
was I think it was during the match because he got I saw them like pointing into the crowd and
because Sean was telling him that said something to him. Like Sean said something and Vovoda thought Sean said it to him. And then Vovoda said, like, shut your fucking mouth or I'll smash you or slap you or something. And Sean's like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. They had a little interaction anyway.
One thing with the Eastern guys, they take what we say very literally.
Yeah.
So they get offended when we don't necessarily that video Devin put out today, like his speech to the athletes meeting. Mm-hmm. I think the reason why the Easterners took that offensively is when Devin said how we're going to go forward. I think they took that as Devin and East versus West, not them and the athletes.
I know.
And he's like, but he was talking about the athletes as a whole. Mm-hmm. But I think the Easterners think that he was saying when he kept saying we, I think they think that he's associating himself with East versus West. Mm-hmm.
That's just not the case. Into that too, because Pradeep's the one that kept saying that he was part owner and all this shit, right? Like
Pradeep will say anything for views.
You will.
Yeah, I think Devin just loves arm wrestling. I think that's all there is to it.
I hate that guy, dude. Tom Stubblebean.
Oh, buddy, he pissed me off, man. Fuck, when
he steals everyone's content, and he doesn't even put a voiceover. He doesn't even put a description or anything. No, he just steals everyone's shit.
After he found out that he pissed us off, he went back in the comments and said, "Oh, they're doing good stuff over at Through the Fingers," and he said that afterwards. After he stole. So listen. He fucking stole it. So when we do a podcast, so we had Jerry on, when we're doing it right afterwards, I can't just go put the URL in and make shorts out of it. It won't let me because YouTube, they have to monetize it, whatever. They don't release the URL right away. You probably experienced it too. So I have to wait for a certain period of time, and then I can put it in my AI, like it's an AI short creator that I use. Then I can use it. He fucking ripped it and made shorts right away, uploaded it as his own content before I was even allowed to make shorts for my own fucking content.
Yeah, he just screen recorded it. Yeah.
That's what he did. OBS Studio or something. Yeah, like it pissed me right off.
Well, you can do, like, if you have NVIDIA or AMD drivers, you can just screen record straight from that.
Yeah, right. You can. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you can just do, like, if you were to screen capture or whatever, right?
Yep.
Yeah. See, and like, like some people said, like Artem, I talked to Artem, and Artem's like, yeah, I like Tom Stubblebine's content. I'm like, yeah, but it's not his fucking content. I'm like, listen, if he would have done it and did a voiceover or said, hey, those guys are killing over Through the Fingers. They did an interview last night with Jerry, and this is what he had to say. And then whatever, I wouldn't care. Or even if he put in the description, this is actually not my footage. It's Through the Fingers. Those guys are doing great. You know what I mean?
You just had to take 30 seconds to add something. Just to put anything. But it was literally just a straight rip with no description, no anything.
Yeah.
And he does that for every channel. Any channel that has a good trending content, he just rips it right away.
I know. I know. And he was doing it, and he wasn't just doing it to us; he was doing it to everybody. But listen, if I can't even post the content because I have to wait on YouTube, I'm gonna get fucking pissed off when I see someone post. And you know what's funny? He must use the same fucking program as me for his shorts. Because the short that I ended up, the first set of shorts I made, it made almost the identical fucking short as he posted.
Are you using the Opus?
Yeah, because it's so easy. Yeah, it's just so easy and quick. So I'm actually lately I've been screwing around, actually looking to do it other ways. Because Opus, I gotta say, I'm only a fan a little bit. Like
Opus is bad with translations.
Yeah. Some things just don't come out right. Either wording or if you don't go into the settings and switch the frame, whatever thing, it will just like sometimes I don't even get arm wrestling. I'll get the crowd, everybody else, and then when they go to arm wrestle, that'll be it. The video will end. I'm like, aren't you smart enough to realize I want to get the arm wrestling in the video? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get mad, but you know what?
I know it's not the cheapest, but I feel like Riverside just does a really good job with all that.
I haven't switched or tried anything else, so maybe
yeah, Riverside's a little bit more expensive than most other things, but it does such a good job. And then all the shorts and stuff that it creates for you, it'll rate them at the top, and it'll say,
I know
this is the chance that it has to go viral.
So you know, or not.
Yeah, and so then it'll give you ratings, and then you can go in and make little tweaks if you want, but
and change it or try to better it.
Yeah. I just it really makes it a lot easier.
As long as it does everything for me, I can use it. I'm just no good at actually making the shit myself. I don't have the patience, right? So yeah, I might check. It's called Riverside.
And what I like too is it has like you can make like a preset, like a template that it'll use, so it'll apply that same style to all
every time. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Opus has it too, but it doesn't work, and it resets all the time. So I did the template thing with Opus, and like couple shorts later that I was creating, it just fucking went back to default, and then I would use up all those credits on crap. You know what I mean? I'm like, I just used 20 credits, and I got not only like 2 little shorts that I could use. You know what I mean? So
right.
Yeah. No, it's interesting, right? It's interesting. What do we got here?
Yeah, Riverside is just a flat fee, and then you only use credits for like if you want to use like their generative AI type stuff, which I don't really recommend, but people don't like it when you put AI in videos. So.
Well, no, they don't, but it's okay. It's okay. You know what? If the whole video is AI, then people get really annoyed, right? People are at that point, and YouTube actually won't pay for AI anymore. They got a new policy, right? So if you
they can tell if you use it.
You're okay to use it a little, like they'll allow a certain percentage of your video to be AI, but if you're going like a pure AI video, they refuse to pay out any profits on that. So that you can't. Why even do it?
Like you can make graphics or logos or whatever with AI, but if your actual content is generated by it, then it'll demonetize it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did survive a storm. We had 100 car pile ups today. They shut down the number 2 highway from Stony Trail to Olds. That's like a 60-mile or a 50-mile stretch of highway they shut down. So it was pretty bad today. Yeah, I'm glad I survived too. I only drove to the store and Tim Hortons, so I didn't drive very much today.
And I looked out the window and I was like, "Oh no!"
We lost power a couple times, and my Weber griddle cover kind of got blown off a little bit, but otherwise we were okay. But the northwest of Montana, they were having like 100-foot trees ripped out of the ground.
Yeah. It was crazy here, man. Like it was like hurting my ears. It was so loud, almost like you go outside and you get earaches.
90-mile wind gusts, 90 miles per hour.
What do we got here? Hey, Jared,
one thing I want to say going to Canada, your speed limits are so infuriatingly slow.
But no one goes that slow though. We all speed up. But
I was like the only one on the road, so I didn't have anyone to base it off of.
Okay. So you're like, shit, I don't want to get a fine or pulled over.
Yeah, I don't know how strict you guys are, and of course American plates and whatnot. So I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, you could have went 10 over. They'd never pull you over for 10 over.
Okay, well, I was going 10 over, but even that, like, compared to Montana, that was still super slow.
Oh yeah, because we're going
Yeah.
140 as soon as we hit Montana, right? So that's kilometers. So 80 miles an hour. And you want to still go 85, right? So
I go typically 90 is safe, and then if I see a long open stretch and no cops, then I'm like 110.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
It's like
Yeah.
put some wings on there and you start flying away.
Well, I
That's
always
110
watch.
miles per hour, not kilometers.
Yeah. Well, that was nice of you. So Eraser Blue 911. Did you read that, Jared? Hey, Jared, congrats
Yeah.
on being a dad, big guy, and Grandpa Judge. Yes.
Yeah.
Boom, Jared's
No,
gonna get
thank you. I
that.
appreciate that.
He's gonna
Yeah, I
get that
love
dad
that
strength.
little guy.
Yeah.
He's a great little son. Like he really is precious. He's playing right now. He's having a good time.
Yeah. How many kids do you have,
see?
Andrew?
Hello,
I know you got
baby.
a few, don't you? Oh, look at him.
There he
Oh,
is.
hello.
There
You're on the
My
camera.
replacement. I said he was my
This is
replacement in
son.
life. Yeah.
Hi, son.
He's like, whoa.
Yeah, he's like, oh my
Grandpa?
goodness, what is this?
Grandpa's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it really changes a lot, eh?
It does. Like it's such a good change. So like it's like once you become a parent, it's a whole different game.
Yeah.
It's like everything in your mind changes too.
It does. You know, like
Very motivating.
it is.
Very much so.
Oh, it's Keelan. Okay, nice. Well, that's a new name, Keelan. Yeah. Kalen.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, I don't know who
been?
Eraser Blue is. That's awesome.
Yeah, where you been, buddy? You should. I don't even know if you're pulling anymore.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
thinking he joined the Ram. He's part of the crack house now. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I'm good with the crack. I mean, I hate that name. Like Gord said that to me. He's like, "Yeah, man, I made the crack house." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't like the crack house, bro. It sounds bad." No, man, it's cool. You know, the crack house. I'm like, no, I don't. That sounds like I'm going to the crack house, and that doesn't sound good. Yeah, that was the one thing I hated about
maybe like you cracky after a couple pulls or something.
No, I just didn't like. I just never liked it. Yeah. So. Oh yeah. You got a few. Yeah, for sure. But you know what? We got to see you come arm wrestle again, buddy. I miss you. Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
Rams. Okay.
That's
Rams.
awesome, Kylan. They grow up fast, eh?
Yeah. So Kaylin actually had a back and forth with Jackson Hickey, who was on the podcast tonight. And they had a big match at the Valor tournament in Jackson. That's where Jackson popped his elbow. He ripped his UCL off. Yeah. So then Jackson was out for a while after that. So, but Jackson's
that was a good match until that happened.
Right up until that happened, that match was Well, they always put on a war, those two guys.
Yeah, it was really close. Like it was really back and forth.
Yeah,
tendons are good until they're not.
Yeah. Well, Kaylin, you got to keep in touch with me, buddy. Listen, I don't know how, like, Gord lives out in bumfuck nowhere in Calgary, so I probably won't come see you. But you know what? You're welcome to come to the dungeon. We're gonna have practice at my house once a week coming up here soon. We'll have Ali Hamadia, Victor Beloff, Stephen Marcoux. Wait till you fucking grip up Steve Marcoux, Andrew, one day. This guy is a fucking tank. Yeah, like
it's like that. That is a hand that not many people have. Yeah, it's unreal. Unreal hand.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's hand up there feels strong, so I'm sure his will feel that
his
much
hand feels
crazier.
like it's like Greg Deneen's left. Like Greg Deneen on the left. Have you ever gripped up with Greg Deneen? Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, it's retarded. On the left hand, you know how like I got a good hand and everything. I feel like a baby when I grip up left-handed with Greg. Like it's retarded. Yeah.
Well, Greg
honestly,
doesn't even need to use his body. He just pushes people down without moving his body.
One of those guys.
Yeah, he's just that strong. He doesn't need to use technique even. Like he can just push people down.
He's starting to learn now, though. That he's getting pretty fucking deadly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
well, he's got technique. He just doesn't need it. He can just push them.
He doesn't need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's retarded.
Yeah, the only tough hands in Montana, like hands where I really feel, are like Canadian hands are strong, or Leif, Chuck, and Logan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
Those are the only hands that I really feel challenged by, or that I've come across
Yeah.
just in my pooling in North America. You know, and like I said, Jared was like the first guy like my size or smaller that I felt was like,
Crazy in
you
the
know,
hand.
crazy in the hand, and I was just like, what is going on right here? Like, why can I not grip this guy? Like, it's
Well, Jared.
Yeah.
Well, I can speak for Jared. So Jared, it's not even always. Well, actually, I think he actually is getting the strength in his hand now. But it was like I don't know if it was so much strength as in hand positioning. Jared
yeah.
just his sense to feel where to put the pressure is a very high level. Like you know what I mean?
He's really got at making those little movements that make you feel like you have to constantly readjust, and
Readjust,
then
yeah,
next thing you know, your hand is tired.
yeah, yeah. You
Mhm.
think and it's hard to get any
Yeah.
bite, right? Because he's always block. He's always got the high ground. He can block. Yeah, and now you're getting stronger, Jared. So that's really
Yeah.
good. You got to
It's
keep
starting to
training
come
though.
together.
You have to have a certain level of strength to be able to pull Jason Shaw the way you did,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
yeah, you
Because
definitely
Jason's
displayed that.
he's a monster. Like his arm strength is ridiculous. I didn't want to go anywhere near that, but
That's why I said I
yeah.
think now at this weight, I really think you and Joe would be a really
I
good
think that
match.
match would be good. I do. I
Yeah.
do think that match would be
Yeah,
good.
I'll give it a shot. If Joe wants to pull me, I would pull him. That'd be a
I
good
think
match.
it's a good match, man. And the weight's
Yeah.
right on par now. Your guys' weight is right there. Like you've
Yeah,
gained a
I'm
lot of
about
weight.
230, so it
You're
should
like
be pretty
235,
close.
are you? Or you're under
Yeah.
now again.
I think
I
I'm a
know.
little bit under 230, like maybe
Okay.
228, but it's pretty close. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, you ain't getting any lighter anyway. So,
No.
and I think Joe walks around at what, 240?
Yeah, around the 240s.
Yeah, yeah. But I still think the match would be good too.
I
I
do,
really
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
because
within 10 or 15 pounds is not a problem. It's just if it
well,
goes like more than that, then it's you start
I'm
feeling.
gonna listen. I'm sure Jared feels like that match might be too much for him, but I'm gonna give you a comparison here. So Joe has weaknesses for one. I mean, I know he was a little bit injured when he pulled Niles Anderson,
Yeah.
but it still kind of exposed some weaknesses in Joe that match. I think a fully healthy Joe probably should have beat Niles.
Yeah, I'd
Um,
say so.
yeah, I would say so because
That
Joe
version
needed.
of Niles, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I think that Joe should have been able to take his hand and top roll him, right? But because he was injured, he had to hook the whole time, right? Because you seen Dale come in, and we seen what he did to Niles, right? Like and Deadly Dale though in a hook, I put my money on him against almost anybody in a hook. Like I really do. He's just if you go in the hook with him, it's crazy. But when I think of Jared and Dale, I got I got Jared ahead of Dale just because of the versatility and just so many options, right? Dale would
Yeah.
have to get Jared in a hook every time to beat him. And then I seen the way Dale pulled Joe in the after pulls. And anyway, everything I seen of Joe, I think Jared's got the formula. Even if he's a little lighter, I think that match could be like probably one of the best matches. And I think it
I can see
actually
it
be
being, yeah, really
yeah,
good.
like Jared. I'd like to see Jared have a match where it goes where it's 3-2 at the end.
And do you know
Mhm.
who Joe's pulling at the armbender?
On which didn't he pull the guy he's pulling's pulling someone else too, right? Because he's one guy pulling right and left.
Yeah, but that's not him.
Oh, it's not him.
He's pulling Clifton's last opponent.
Oh, oh, last
Like Victor?
opponent, Victor.
No, last armbender opponent.
Oh, no, who was that?
John
Oh, Jamie Sheldon,
John Therian.
John Therian.
Ooh.
Who's pulling him? Joe Fear. Ooh,
I don't
Yeah,
know how much
I mean,
better Joe's gotten this year, but everyone says he feels pretty crazy. So we'll see.
yeah,
And
that
when Joe's hand is healthy, he has a really crazy hand too. So
I don't know. I don't know how to judge that because I don't know where Joe's at, and the Joe that I analyzed and studied before wouldn't be John, but I'm sure Joe has progressed lots, right?
Mm.
I haven't seen him pull it like Joe's one of those kind of like Clifton, where he goes
In his
and he just
dungeon,
trains
yeah,
and then he
yeah,
comes back and makes big improvements.
okay,
So I don't know where he's at. He only pulled once this year, and he pulled as expected against the people. So you couldn't really get a lot of info from it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much better he is right now, but I'm still excited for it because I like those guys are like measuring sticks, you know. So seeing how the guys that pull against them, it's exciting.
Yep. No, for sure. You know what I kind of like too is I feel like we have a connection now with you guys. Like, you know what? It's kind of nice in a way because it honestly, I look at us like on the same team, except for when we compete against each other. You know what I mean? Everything else, I look at it like we're actually like connected now. That's how I look at Alberta and Montana. We pulled enough now in the last 2 years where if we're not pulling each other, we should be rooting for each other. Like against anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I feel like we're pretty connected now too. Like we've all gotten to know each other a lot better, and we felt each other's powers and stuff. And I feel like our levels collectively are going up together. So
yeah,
that's all we can hope for.
Oh, before I forget, Brian, you said you're in Calgary, right?
Yeah.
But, okay, you need to get an arm wrestling table, and there's a place you need to go to see if you can get these guys into arm wrestling. Have you been to Calgary Barbell down there? They have a YouTube channel, a really big YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They're power lifters. But the guy who runs it, I'm forgetting his name right now. But anyway, it's called Calgary Barbell. It's one of the coolest gyms you'll ever see, too.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you should just bring an arm wrestling table there and be like, hey, you know, we're from this podcast. You're like, blah, blah, blah. Like, just try to get them into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'll bring the table and I'll say, I'll get a hold of them. And I'm going to say, listen, we're part of this podcast. And what we want to do is we want to do a video to see how you muscle gym guys, how you compare or where you stand in the arm wrestling world. Like, well, I'll pump them up somehow. Anyway, I'll think about what to say to them, but I know what you're saying. That'd be good video content too, man.
Yeah. Because especially like if you watch some of their YouTube videos, their production and like the way they film and everything is so good. Like it's so good. Like you would think it was like a multi-million.
I might even talk to them about for tips on that because that's what we're looking into doing, right? And I don't know a lot about production.
Bryce is his name.
Bryce. Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll reach out and I'll find out. Kaylin, Dale's house is right off of number 1 highway, about I'd say 5 minutes from Deerfoot. So it's which area is his? Vista Heights, I guess, would be his area. Yeah. But anyway, that's where we practice. And then if we go at my house, I'm near Memorial and 52nd. So, yeah. But no, I will barbell. So what's it called? Calgary Barbell.
Calgary Barbell.
Okay.
Such a good YouTube channel. They might even still remember me because I used to be really, really, really active in their community. But yeah, definitely. I have a lot of their merch.
I'll check it out, man. And if because I mean, like I said, it might be beneficial anyway. I could pluck their brain and see, I don't even know what to order. I don't even know how to go about to buy a production stuff when I don't even know what the hell to buy. So
yeah, no, I mean, you just need to check out some of their videos. Like they're so well done, well done. They put out like this documentary of like how like the powerlifting prep goes and like all the highs and the lows of it, and it came out so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we have a clinic coming up. So we have an arm wrestling clinic, which just got changed. Everybody, Cody, you're watching. Zach, if you're watching, the arm wrestling clinic's going to be on the Sunday, not the Saturday. The Saturday, we've decided that it's best that we focus all our energy into the tournament for Perry. If you guys in Montana, I know you're not going to be able to. I know the arm bender's the same day, but anybody that wants to compete at a high level, anywhere. Battle Zone, Calgary, now Valentine's Day, February 14th. It's the place to be. Like it's going to be 30 to 40,000 people in attendance in the crowd. It's in 250,000 square foot buildings. It's got 20 different sports happening all at the same time. Powerlifting, tech ball, all this shit. It's like a mini Olympics is what it is, right? It's called the Good Games. And this event, we're expecting probably 400 to 500 entries for the tournament. So like it's going to be really big. And there's a Friday night super matches. Like he's still working out the matches, but from what I'm hearing, they're going to be fucking crazy. Crazy matches on the Friday night. So really good event, guys. Anybody watching, you want to come, if you're, even if they'll have an amateur class, if you're new, come. It's going to be amazing. They're bringing in like an NFL football commentator or something to do commentary, and I think I'm getting to sit in with him and do commentary because he doesn't know the nuts and bolts of arm wrestling, but he's really good at commentary. So I'll be able to, interact with them and explain certain things to them about what's going on the table and shit. But it's going to be amazing anyway. It's going to be really fucking cool. So yeah, check it out, man. Yeah, holy moly.
She gets jealous.
Oh,
yeah, she's massive.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's a
saber
doodle.
Yeah. I like the fur.
Yeah, she's a very pretty dog.
Oh, a dog. Sorry, I thought it was a cat for a second there.
Oh, that's just a head. Yeah, just a big head.
She's 140 pounds, and she's about as tall as me up on her hind legs. So she's massive.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big dog.
Yeah, you know what? My dog, I can't do anything without my dog crying or barking or getting upset. Like I can't say hi. I say hi to my grandson on the phone. My dog starts fucking barking and pushing into me because it's so jealous.
Yeah, her head is bigger than mine.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh yeah. Well, Kalen, you recover quick, buddy, and no problem, man.
And before I go, there was one thing I wanted to ask you guys about too, because it was very odd to me, and I don't know if it's just outdated, but I just saw it got posted by somebody there in Alberta, but they posted the Alberta rankings, and some of the placements look really odd to me.
There's some weirdo placements. My division's fucked.
I just didn't, just based off of what I know, and maybe I'm just missed because I know Canada's a little bit different, but Zach is the national champion, right? Not the provincial.
Oh, Canadian.
Yeah. So how is he like 7th or something?
I know.
And then I think Cody looked like he might be in the right spot. Like he was like 2nd.
He's number 2 now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there was a bunch of people, I can't remember, but a bunch of guys like were just in spots where I'm like, how does that make sense?
Yeah, it's been a thing that we've been trying to address, and actually T-Bach, I was talking to, so T-Bach's the president of Arm Sport, I'm the vice president, but T-Bach does all the rankings and shit, right? And that's a hard job. Honestly, you definitely don't get any thanks for doing the rankings. You only get headaches, right? So we're going to be looking at, he was talking about maybe making a bubble. So if you hit the top 5, this way, if you get to the top 5, this way, if you partake in a tournament and you get beat in the tournament, you can't lose your ranking. It's kind of like, like you can only be challenged by the number 4 or, the number, it has to be in super match. Right. So until we get something like that in place, there's weird shit because you'll get somebody like Jared that can beat most of the people in his weight class. He'll pull his class and the class above or whatever. He'll pull multiple classes, or let's say he's just having an off day. He'll get pinned once by some guy that has no business pinning him, and now that guy just gets his rank. So that's what happens with our rankings. They get so screwed up because let's say I pull Masters and then I go pull the Open. Well, a lot of times I'm not crisp. I'm not fresh Brian anymore. So it happened with Jared's brother. So I beat Jared's brother in a super match, right? Got his ranking, right? And then 3 weeks later, we entered a tournament. I pulled Masters and had some wars in Masters. Then I got Jaden, mind you, and I'm not taking away from Jaden. He's strong, and he's really good, and he's strong. You've seen him. You met him this past weekend. Big guy. But anyway, we meet up in the pro, and then I get in a war with him. He ends up beating me. Well, now he just got my rank. I had to do a whole fucking super match against him. And then, one little pin in a tournament, now you see how the rankings can get screwed up really easy. And that's kind of what happens here. You'll get a nobody pins you because you're on an off day or you're tired or you pulled multiple classes, but he'll take your rank. And then now the rankings are all screwed up.
That's why we were really particular about how he did the rules for our Montana rankings, and like super matches supersede everything.
Yep.
And in order for a tournament match to count, both competitors have to agree that they counted for rank.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because it could be like maybe the weight's not right, or if
or if you're just not fresh, like you get matched up with someone equal to you, like you said, you have a war, and then you pull them. It's like, of course, like what do you know?
Yeah. So like that's how rankings can get really screwed up, and that's our rankings. Our rankings are a victim of circumstance. Like you have Mark Pickering. Listen, Mark's actually got a lot better, and I'm not meaning to be. I just use him because he's a really good example. He goes to provincials. Not a lot of guys show up that year in his class. He ends up finishing 4th in the class, and he beats Dylan Houghton because Dylan's having an off day. Wow. You met Dylan Houghton. He pinned Dylan, and now Mark Pickering, who I've never taken more than 5 seconds to pin, is number 4 in Alberta. So, but that's how it happens, right? It happens. Like, listen, you think I think right now I'm 16th or something. Am I really 16th? I'm not 16th. Trust me, I can beat half the guys above me, like for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have the same rules or not, but like we have like a challenge rule where if you're the lower ranked person and you want to challenge someone, if you're willing to travel to them, they have to make reasonable accommodation to allow the match to happen. Like if they don't allow it to happen within, I think it's like 3 months, which is pretty generous, but like really it's like a couple weeks.
They get your rank.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. We have that, but only if it's one rank below you. So you know what that sucks? I'm not going to fucking pull 10 times. Like, you know what I mean? So, so it doesn't work here. And, unfortunately,
I can see like 5 ranks maybe, but 1 is too.
Yeah, it's too. Yeah, like you used to see the club rankings. Remember the club rankings board, Jared? They put me at the bottom of the rankings, and I got pissed off because I was.
I know. Well, and even back then, you could still beat like over half of the people.
Oh yeah,
even just when you were starting.
Well, did you see how I jumped? I went so. And Red Deer clubs. Listen, we have killers. Everybody's strong in the Red Deer club. Like we're all good, right? So I had to go from like 32nd or 31st, and then I jumped to 17th, and then I took on the number 6 guy and jumped to number 6, just like that, 2 matches. But then when I was number 6, it was accurate. It was actually accurate. It was Hugh Nutbrown, Sean, Caleb, Victor, Ali, then me. And at that time, I think the top was, there was, it could bounce around a little bit. I think Caleb and Sean were 1 and 2, and Hugh was 3, and you know what I mean? But the top 6 or 7 was very accurate. Very, very accurate. Yeah. And that was our club rankings, right? But now when you're doing rankings for a whole province, this is why I get upset. We're going to do our own rankings anyway. So when the Through the Fingers 98 league starts, the rankings are going to be done properly, and it's going to be done. Listen, the first event is going to start the rankings because it has to. You have to have a starting point. So everybody that competes at the first event, that the rankings will be built and based on that first event. After that, everything will be pretty much super match based. So let's say, Andrew, you come in and you're not ranked, but you pull in the tournament and you beat Jared. Jared's number 7. Well, we lost him. His phone was dying. So now you beat Jared. So now you get to challenge Jared to a super match.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, bro. I don't know what happened. We lose you or you lose?
Someone's trying to call me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, though. So let's say you beat Jared now. Now you have to tell us, though. We're not going to keep track of it. But you say, listen, I beat Jared in the 220 class. I want a super match with him. Guess what? Jared has to honor it. And if Jared can honor it or doesn't feel that he can beat you, he can give you that rank. But all the rankings after the first event are going to be based on pins, but they're going to be decided by super matches. So like you go to the tournament, like I said, even if you're 9th or something and you beat the number 2 guy, well, you pinned him in the tournament. You have a right to have him a super match. Now, you don't have a right to his ranking. You pinned him in a tournament. He could have been tired, all those other things. But now this is interesting because now you've earned the right to have a super match with him. Right? And I think what it will do is it will make for entertainment, and it will make the super match nights really entertaining because you're going to have all these, guys that think they're going to win the super match because they pinned them in the tournament, then they're going to get slaughtered and find out the real, what's really up. You know what I mean? So anyway,
Yeah,
that's kind of how we're going to.
Yeah,
super
that's
match in
perfect.
tournaments for sure.
Yeah, I like it. I just want super matches decide. Now, this is what I got thrown at me too. So here's the counter. Well, then, Brian, no one's going to give a shit about competing in the tournament. Well, no. So hear me out. You still get your trophies or medals, whatever we're using. You're still going to be cash prizes because that's what we're working towards. And you're still going to have your, hey, I won the, you know what I mean? The end of the year through the fingers championship. I was still number one. I might not be ranked number one, but I won that championship. I won $500 for first place. I got a trophy. Or you can say, you know what? I wasn't ranked, but I went there and I beat Jared and I get to have a super match with him now. You know what I mean? Now you got everyone, it's not just the elites getting super matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you got it that everyone can earn a right to a super match. You know what I mean? But you're earning that right because you're getting the pin that earns that super match. So it's kind of, I don't know. I like it overall. I think it's fucking going to be awesome. I think it's going to work.
Oh, yeah. Great. It's going to be real good.
There is upsides and downsides, but I don't see them that way. I see them as just opportunities. And it gives everyone the chance to have the opportunity then. Guys that would never get a super match, now I can't deny them the super match. They beat the guy, they get it. There's, it's not a popularity contest. They fucking earn the super match. They get it. So I don't know. What do you think? What's your thoughts? Yeah.
It's still hard to pin somebody even in tournaments. So it's like, even if you get that pin, that's just like, it's like, yeah, that's like your pass, your hall pass or whatever to super match, like you're saying.
We got High Caliber Arms. Tim in the chat. Hey, brother. Yeah, big supporter of the channel right there. We love Tim. And he's getting really good, too.
Oh, yeah.
Another up-and-comer. And we got the Lucky Ones in the chat. Oh, Lucky. How are you? That's our sister. That's our sister podcast. That's our twin sister. They do the same thing as us. They're just chicks. Yeah. So,
but definitely, I mean, I'm sorry. What were we saying?
I was gonna say, I just think that is a lot better, and because I was just so surprised when I saw those rankings.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know everybody in Alberta, obviously, but just off the names and just from hearing different things, like I had kind of a rough idea of where people are.
Yeah.
And it was just surprising to see where, like, in a Jared's spot is, right.
Honestly, I haven't chased it in a long time. It's more you get a better rank based on participation, I think, more than anything. Like, if you just compete and you do just generally better, even if you're not first place, you'll still climb, I think.
You do.
Just because you'll eventually just have more overall activity. But I prefer it the way it's going to be in this new league.
I think the way I mean, like, I don't know, Andrew, like it's going to be, this is going to be too, it's not based for Alberta either. It's going to be literally anybody. I don't care if you come from fucking China. If you're making the trip here, you're going to be on the ranking system if you participate. Right. And,
that's awesome.
And I think the way we're doing it is going to be the most fairest way for super matches, the fairest way for rankings. And I really don't think doing it this way will take away from people wanting to compete in the tournament. Like, I don't see it.
Yeah. And I want to shout out Tim really quick, Tim Guy, because he did sponsor Dan and Ian's match at the Armbender.
Yeah.
And that's really awesome.
Yeah, we're sponsor brothers now, Tim. Yeah. Yeah, we sponsored Chuck and Easton. So, yeah.
I know we're doing their interview hopefully soon, hopefully either this week or next week. Really excited for that one.
Oh, yeah, me too. Actually, Josh.
Did you see the poster for their match?
Yeah, I know.
They did Chuck dirty. They did Chuck dirty.
Did him really dirty. I know. I
like,
agree.
Easton looks like just
a
like a superhero.
Chuck's like, hey guys, hey.
Yeah, someone even said it. It's like you look like an algebra teacher or something, Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck's usually like right up with his arm like this, you know what I mean? Now he's like, yeah.
Next time Chuck comes to a practice, we'll have to get a better picture.
Oh, we got fucking Sheldon Tefrenenko or whatever it is. Sorry if I butchered it, Sheldon. That's a strong motherfucker right there. Sheldon's a strong dude. So, and we're doing great, buddy. We're just talking about how my right arm's healing up good, and I can't wait to pull you on the right. Yes, brother. I know I had to pull you left. My left is like only like 20% of my right. So yeah, hopefully my right gets there, buddy. And yeah, he's somebody that arm wrestled 25 years ago, came back, and just because he's so powerful, I think he won provincials. Yeah, I think he did. Did anyone beat him? No, I don't think so. I think he won provincials his first year back to arm wrestling. Yeah,
That's crazy. The tendons never die.
no, and he was another guy that got the PRP treatment. He had a shoulder injury, he told us, and this is years later after the injury, he got PRP, and it healed miraculously, and he was able to come back to arm wrestling. So, because PRP, they'll actually re-injure the area, right, where the damage is. So it creates a response. Yeah. And this guy come back to arm wrestling. I'm telling you, he was crushing. Very powerful. He beat me at nationals. I had to pull him first round. It was so much bullshit too. I just ripped my elbow apart. I couldn't even hold the pad. I'm not making. Sheldon was way strong. He would have killed me even if I was like 100%. So I'm not making excuses. But I'm just saying they did us dirty because they said that there wasn't going to be province versus province. Like it wasn't going to be two guys from the same province first round. So it wasn't supposed to be me and somebody from Alberta first round because that's not fair. So we take each other out. Like it doesn't make sense. But sure enough, both the times I had to pull somebody from Alberta. And I thought it was bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? You're just making us take each other out for the end.
Jared and I were talking earlier, and I honestly think that if it's not catastrophic, the injuries can be a little bit of a blessing in disguise because one, it's given me the peace of mind to let my structures rest and know and have the peace of mind that the strength will still be there when I come back. And two, it lets all those other structures that you're abusing all the time like properly rest. And like in arm wrestling, you have to let those tendons rest and stiffen up.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, arm wrestling is just weird, and I think that those injuries can sometimes be a blessing because they force you to rest, they force you to recover.
They do.
Yeah, force you into different styles even.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Become more versatile.
Yeah, because you want.
I'm pronating now,
right? Maybe you
now.
find out you're actually really good at it, and then it's something that you can do on top of your existing style.
Yeah. Well, I only went back to hooking because my brachialis was so sore there for like a year. So Sheldon said, "Yep." So Sheldon won both arms and masters, right and left, and then he was second place to Big Josh Bellin in the Open at provincial. So that's how good he did.
That's a bad man. That's a strong dude right there.
A strong guy. Yeah, he's tough. Man. He's tough. Yeah. I've had to pull him like 4 times, and I haven't been able to get nothing. He's pretty much flashed me 4 times. So,
oh man,
I think the one time it was kind of slow, and then he dragged me down. He got me. So, but that was only my at the end of my first year pulling. I had to pull Big Josh like 10 months into arm wrestling. So, and Josh Bellin's no joke, man. The guy's like. Oh,
he doesn't feel real. Like if you grab his hand, it's like, how is that hand so big?
Like picture it's Miles so big. Hutton's hand, but like 25% bigger.
It's huge. The fingers are so long that they wrap all the way around touch his hand again.
Like my thumb that gives everyone problems. It does. It just deletes my thumb. His hand's so big. He doesn't. He's like, "What thumb? I don't feel it in here." Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And he's 6'8".
It reminds me. Remember for some reason I didn't notice it in the first match, but in the second Levon and Ernie's match, like the difference in the hand size was like almost comical.
Well,
like people like that are just crazy.
Levon's got almost 11-inch wrist.
Yeah,
that's fucking retarded. yeah. Like how
in circumference is multiplicative. You know, it's not additive. Like so, increases in circumference make a huge difference. I'm kind of an audiophile, so I learned that from the music thing. It's like you know, you can have like 4/8 is only equal to like 1/15 inch, you know, sub, and it's like, oh wow, it's like so when you see someone has an inch bigger wrist than you, they actually have like twice as much wrist as you have.
It's true.
It's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, mine's 9.
Yeah.
Mine's 9 2/3. I don't remember. Mine's 9 point something anyway. My right wrist, and then my left wrist is actually bigger than my right wrist. I don't know how though. I'm like right dominant everything. I think my left's just fatter, and my right's just more conditioned or something. I don't know.
You know what I think? I think that the arms swap power sometimes. Like especially like say you're right dominant, your left is going to siphon some of that as well. And same thing, like if you stop on your right and go to your left, your right's going to get juiced up from your left arm. So it's I don't know, it's weird. Like my left has gotten levels more from my right, and I don't train my left even half as much. But and it's not as strong as my right, but still, like it's gotten something.
I think Devin proved that too. Devin didn't get the pocket training for 5 years or whatever, and his left still. I mean, if you were to look, he still had a bicep left. He still had a forearm. He still didn't. It didn't look like a toothpick. Meanwhile, he only trained his right. So, like, I think the body will force changes based on being even. So we're not balanced. I think what just by if you just work the right, I think your left will get some because your body will be. I think your body will compensate. Like you know, I don't know. I don't know if it's true, but I think Devin was kind of proof of it.
Yeah. Also, he also proved that like even just through only exclusively arm wrestling on his left, that it was still a really good arm. Like he added a lot to it when he started training it more for the super matches that he was taking. But
your body compensates because it wants equilibrium.
It wants equilibrium. You're right.
So it might not grow as much, but muscle isn't equal to strength.
Yeah.
Because like people in the 160-pound weight classes in powerlifting are now hitting the same numbers that the super heavyweights were hitting in like 2005.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, it's true.
So it's it might not look as impressive, but your body tries to keep things even. Just like people, like when they have an injury and they keep training the one side of their body, they typically find significantly, like unless it's a very catastrophic where there's nerve damage, but as long as the nerves aren't damaged, the body what's it called, the mind muscle, like the CNS, the CNS stays connected, and that's really it's your body's ability to fire those neurons and activate your muscles efficiently. And that's why you see so many little guys that are so powerful and strong in arm wrestling, because they have such good mind muscle connection. Their body will fire everything that they have, and they're using just a much higher percentage.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they're more connected to that central nervous system. This question here. So, what do you think, chat? Morozov versus Devin going to happen? No, I know it's not going to happen. And I think Morozov fucked himself, and I don't think he's going to be looking too good. Period, going forward.
There's only one thing that can save him. He's going to have to go and make a very public apology.
I agree, because what he did was so. It was so. Listen, if you're that prideful, you're gonna fucking basically just screw over the whole organization with your comments, because that's what he did. You know, like you can't come out and say, "Oh, I'm going to take the match because I need the money," but I'm not going to be 100%. So when Devin does beat me, I'm not 100%. You say something fucking retarded like that. You need what he should have done is just kept his mouth shut and just said, "Yeah, I'm gonna take the match. Fuck you, Devin. I'm gonna crush you." Who cares if he's not gonna be 100%? The organization, when he did that, he basically told everyone not to buy that pay-per-view. That you know what I mean? Like he pretty much. That's why Dexter. I think he made a statement too, saying, "Well, I don't know going forward if we want to even give him matches."
And that's what I was going to say too. Dexter Tan is the type of person who does not forgive and forget.
No.
He will hold that grudge, and unless you like prostrate yourself out, and that's going to be Morozov's only way back in.
I agree. You know what? Dexter's a very nice person. He's big-hearted too. He actually is. Listen. He will. If you're trying to promote and you're with them promoting East versus West, he's actually very like he's down to earth. His head's not swollen. But I've noticed if he does, he'll call out bullshit, and he's not afraid to go public immediately, and he'll call a spade always, always do it. I actually like it about him. Actually, do I agree with everything Dexter says all the time? I think he's not fully informed because arm wrestling isn't. Dexter's a businessman, right? He's smart. He's a businessman. He's a people's person too, but he still has to learn about arm wrestling, right? But other than that, I really like Dexter. He gave me his phone number. I've messaged him. He's phoned me. He's treated me like a human being. I don't know. I think, and a lot of people said a lot of stuff when they took over from England. But Robert has been very nice and very like I chat with him on the messenger. I did piss him off somehow because I didn't mean to. I said the match was I didn't say the match was canceled. I said the podcast was canceled, but he thought I said the match is canceled. And then he was all over my post calling it fake news but great people though, you know what I mean? And I did announce an apology for that too. So but I like it. I like it better than Ingen. Ingen was like, you got to watch what you say or he'll fucking get you murdered. I don't know.
Well, the reason why Dexter and Engen butted heads, and because this will be the same reason, because I'll ask one question: who the fuck is Dexter Tan? Yeah. What does he have to do with arm wrestling? Dexter wanted a public-facing position. He wanted to be up on stage. He wanted to be talking to people. He wanted his face out there. Yeah. And that's where Engen and him butted heads, because Engen did not want him to have a forward-facing, because he's who are you? You're not an arm wrestler. You don't have any knowledge of arm wrestling. You're Robert Baxter's investing buddy. And if you do research on Dexter, you'll find real quick what he's been part of and stuff like that. And I could fully say that maybe he is, and I think East vs. West is doing a lot of good things, so he might be making good decisions. But again, his need to want to be so forward facing when he has no history in arm wrestling, it just comes off really weird to me.
I know what you mean.
But I also think it could be because I feel like Robert Baxter doesn't like necessarily to be on camera.
Yep.
So I think that might have something to do with it.
Robert's a very shy person. Yeah, he is.
At the same time, I know that's just from talking to some people. Engen did not want him to have a forward-facing position.
No, it's true, but Engen, you got to look at it like this too. Engen sells the company because you know what, Engen, everything that happened afterwards. I mean, some people I know were in the room when shit went down and heard the stuff Engen said, so I know a lot of stuff, right? But
I'm not Team Engen, by the way.
Yeah. But all I can, and Engen didn't know. He didn't like the Dexter thing at all. That's why the Roman thing happened. That's why the big fight even happened. Because Dexter, he didn't like the fact that Dexter had the power to fire Roman, right? That pissed Engen off, right? But all I can say is Engen thought he could sell the company because he needed to, because he couldn't handle the stress of everything. So Robert actually thought he was doing Engen a favor. He's like, well, Engen's my friend, and I do love what he built. This is amazing, and I don't want to see it end at all. And you know what? I would take it over Engen, right? So Robert came in thinking he was doing him a favor, and it would be great, and it would be fine. But then Engen was like, well, okay, now I sold everything to you, but guess what? I want to still dictate everything. You know what I mean? I still want to decide the matches. I still want to decide everything, right? And then when Roman got fired, Roman stirred the pot too, because he told Engen a bunch of lies and bullshit afterwards, right? So, but anyway, that whole fucking thing was Engen's head just being swelled to shit. And now I don't give a fuck about Engen. I like the fact that he's just gone back to training and going to be training for arm wrestling because I loved him as an arm wrestler. But his tyrannical bullshit, I'm so happy he's fucking gone.
Yeah, I appreciate the hell out of what he did and how he started it and created
100%. 100%.
But the direction it was going is it was turning into like a little mafia type thing,
Yes, it was WAF.
And
right?
WAF, because I think WAF is a cancer to arm wrestling. And I think it's holding arm wrestling back tremendously.
I think the way they do it and the way they dictate and the way they put in divides, this is the thing. You know what? The biggest
money. It's about money.
Yeah, it's about money. Yeah. But you know what? They shouldn't do anything in North America so they make no money from us anyway. Our governments ain't giving WAF shit. So why do they even care, and why do they meddle in our affairs? That's what I don't like.
That's what I just want. Maybe it is the case now, and you can correct me if I'm. But I just want East First West and King of the Table, if it still exists, to just like not have any affiliation. It should just be its own thing. It can like, hey, our rule set was inspired by WAF. Cool. Very like obviously their rule set is kind of the standard, you know, and even though I think IFA is better. It just needs to not have an affiliation, because if someone is banned from WAF, they shouldn't be banned from East First West. Because for one, East First West isn't billed as a natural thing. Because if you were that case, you wouldn't have anyone competing, because none of them would like. The only people that I think are natural on East First West is the current of Evgeny Prudnik.
Yeah,
he said he switched to it.
Well, he's not always
Georgy Svetkov.
Sometimes.
And Krasimir. Those are the only people I think are natural.
Well, I don't even know, because Prudnik is, you know what? I think he went natural, but he admitted himself he wasn't natural he's only been natural the last, fucking 2 years.
That's what I mean. Like he admitted that he went natural from being prior on.
Yeah. But you know what? I don't really even care about that. I just care about Raf should have no business. And I actually put a post. Well, I didn't do it. It was someone else's post. And I said,
that's what I'm saying. They're picking and choosing which rules they're enforcing.
I agree. No, yeah. And that's what I said. I said in the post, I said, I'm so happy that Jordan gets to compete in East versus West. And I said, it's been a crime that these Bulgarians haven't been able to face the best of the best.
Yeah.
And Robert hearted it and said, I agree fully.
That's what, because it's turning into a thing like the Olympics where, oh, someone won that we didn't want, drug test them. Oh, you know, this person upset someone, or one of the guys who we like says that they don't like this person, drug test them.
Yep.
Oh, now you can't pull.
I agree.
Like, look at your champions, guys. I'm pretty sure if we drug test any of your champions, especially in the heavier weight classes, they're not passing.
No, but they let it go, and they only use it against people.
It's a weapon.
Yeah, as a weapon. Yeah, I agree. That's why I don't like testing, because I think the testing, unless it's done 100% across the board, it's bullshit. Like we should. Who cares? And tell you the truth, in arm wrestling, unless you're at that elite level, I beat people all the time that are geared or juiced to the max, because
it doesn't really matter.
It's a tendon sport. Like John Brzezinski always said, I don't care how much you take. And sometimes it's easier because you're taking all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, arm wrestling's a tendon sport. And it, okay, you take gear and whatever, you can get stronger. But really, at the end of the day, it doesn't really, I mean, I guess once you're on that elite, though, where everybody's kind of, their talent and their skill starts lining up, then some gear and stuff might make, I think
if you're top 20 in the world at anything, everything matters. Every little thing matters. Exactly. That's why it's like the thing that holds Devin back is he won't work out. He's just not physically strong as Levon. Like, they might be equal arm wrestlers, but Levon is so much more powerful than him as a whole, as a unit in general, that he will never match up to that. Like, he just like, dude, just, you are a full-time athlete. Work out, dude. Lift some weights.
Exactly. Yep. I didn't tell that to Jared. Yep.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, no, yeah, I do. I need more weights. I still need more weights.
Yeah, but I've always said to Jared, fundamentally on the table now, he's like riding a bike. He's never going to forget. But you can always add strength and top end, right, and find a way to make it translate to the table, right? So,
but I mean, at Devin's level, if he starts working out and he gets his bench press up to 350 pounds, like, it might make a 5% difference, but at that level, 5% is massive. Massive.
I'm agreeing, because I always said to Devin, if he might be maxed out on those lifts because his central nervous system his core strength is low. If he was to increase his core, like, why do you think Levon does bench press and deadlifts and shit?
Yeah.
He doesn't do it because it's because he brings up his central nervous system, his core strength, which might add 5% to all his other lifts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like sometimes you can plateau. You really can plateau. And if you're
we all know that like just lifting, being generally strong doesn't make you a great arm wrestler, or else every bodybuilder would be amazing.
Yep.
But when you're already good and you're trying to eke out those last percentage points of your, you know, of your strength, what's missing, that's what it is. You know,
I agree.
You can't leave those stones unturned.
And 1% strength difference at that level could look like 30-40%.
Oh yeah. It's just like I always tell people, it's like chess, like it's like ELO. Like 50 ELO points when you're over 3,000 is massive. You know, it's like there's a bigger difference between the rank 10 and the rank 1 guy than there is between the rank 10 and rank 100 guy.
Yeah.
Like that's just the way skill works. Skill is, you know,
at a certain point the numbers start like being way more similar, like once you're higher up. But
I was just gonna say, take a scale, like one of those tippy scales, put a pound here, put a pound and a half, or put a 1.1 pounds here. It goes like this. Bam, right? Like it can be that way. If the scale's close, 1% could be. You might think it's like 50%. Just because.
And how it feels too. Like even if you're close to a guy, it makes a big difference. Like when you're pulling them, like even if you're not as strong as them, like if you're close, that's
if you have 5 pounds more rise than someone, you'll feel like a brick wall.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. If you'll just hold them back and take them off of their riser, and then that's all it takes.
What happens when you max out rise? Like you'll get like 1 pound away from your max, and you add a half of a pound, and it just instantly fails. Like rise is like one of those things where every little incremental gain you make makes a huge difference.
No, I agree.
Honestly, I've almost centered myself around like riser and pronation and stuff, like where it's like if I can't lift it with my riser, then I just can't lift it. Like, and that's how I do a lot of things. I don't calm up ever. Yeah,
gotta be careful training riser, because riser you can. I know because I've done it. I've tweaked my wrist before training riser. I've done with pronation. I've hurt here. I actually separated some bone, some of the cartilage that I had built up my wrist. So gotta be very careful. But it's like we've all been there. How many times have you went to practice? You pull a guy, and it's like, fuck, he feels so strong, and he's ripping you down. But 2 weeks later, you go to practice, and for some reason, you're getting him, and you're pinning him. And you're like, how did I get so much stronger in 2 weeks? It wasn't. It was only because that day he was a little bit stronger, and he just had you. Now, all of a sudden, you came in, maybe you're a little more healed, maybe, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I've had many practices where I dominate somebody, but the next practice, for some reason, I can't get them, or I can't budge them, or I can't pin them.
Yeah.
We've all experienced that, and we don't understand why. What happened between 10 days ago and now? You know what I mean? So
it's because the actual pressures in arm wrestling, it does, like you can say, like I have 150 pounds of side and 120 pounds of back, but that you're going against an opposing force. So when it comes down to it, the actual forces are canceling each other out, so the numbers are small. Like when you actually like the actual rotational forces or the pressures going in, they're very small. So like the delta, so like let's say there's 50 pounds actually going if you both have 100 pounds of side pressure. Well, 5 pounds is 10% of 50.
Exactly.
So a 5 pound, like I said, that's a huge difference.
10%. I know. Yeah. Like, and that would make you 10% stronger. Only 5 pounds. Yeah. When you look at it that way.
That's what I said. In arm wrestling, 5 pounds can be the difference between being a stone wall and just weak and thinking you're weak.
I think that's what you've seen. There's an example with me and Chuck. That's kind of, I might have only been 1 or 2% stronger that day, but just because, you know what I mean? Because I felt Chuck was actually really strong. You said he had a strong hand. He does have a strong hand. I know that I gloated for a bit afterwards and whatever, but I won, so I'm allowed to just have the spotlight for a little bit, right? But to tell you the truth, his hand did feel, I was intimidated by Chuck's hand, even though I was more dominant. I did feel that I couldn't take him lightly. I did feel that, you know what I mean? Like if you watch, like I wasn't just being cocky and confident. I was nervous. I felt the strength of his hand, and I did everything to cancel his hand out. So, that like I said, I don't think I was that much. I think I had a lot more arm than him that day, but the hand, it was. If you watch the first round, it was It was close. The second round, it was done because I knew where to go. Like Chuck tried to get the straps actually in the second round. He actually slipped all his hand out, and I just had his thumb and just said, "No."
You had a good grip.
This strength on Chuck, like this right here, is super strong on him.
Yeah, I agree. But he phoned me, like I said, 2 weeks ago. He phoned me. He wanted to see how Dale was doing, and he said that he definitely wants to run us back. And Josh said maybe if I don't go ahead and pull him soon, maybe wait till next year Armbender. Me and him can have our rematch at the next Armbender. And I really want. Listen, I want to come pull at the Armbender, man. I'm gonna support it, promote the shit out of it every year. But like now, this is like fuck. Dakota's been there. I want a fucking match. So I told Josh. I said, okay, it didn't happen this year. I got injured. Whatever. You know, maybe the stars didn't align. But next year, give me Chuck then, and me and Chuck we'll have our rematch, and then I can prove that it wasn't a fluke, or Chuck can prove that it was a fluke. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I think really good.
And then you have a perfect setup for a three-peat.
Exactly. Yeah, because then I can say, well, fuck, okay, let's run it back again, and why not? Because I wouldn't want a rivalry with anybody else. I actually like Chuck. He's a really good guy.
And wait till you feel that live energy that the Armbender has.
That's what I want. I know. You know what? I was like, oh, that place looks fucking awesome, and the sponsors all there, and all the crowd, and oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, 'cause they have all the VIP tables around the front stage. And so they're just up there, and then like if the match is getting more intense, they're like, "Oh, let's put more money on it." And it's just
I gotta listen. We won't be able to be there this year because of Battle Zone. So I'll have a VIP table, and I'm going to talk to Josh. But I was thinking about raffle or doing it as a draw at the end of the month on Through the Fingers.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be a cool one.
If you're interested, you super chat a certain amount. So I know that it's for that draw, because not everybody's going to be able to go to Montana, right? Like that, we have people all over the States, Canada, Europe, Africa now, Ireland, you know, all through the UK. But if people want the VIP, I think there's a good price tag to those VIP tables. So, you know, fucking, maybe I'll do that.
Make it like they have to have a certain cent amount. So like, you know, if it's like whatever dollar amount plus 47 cents, so that way I know it's,
and that way I know it's you want that draw. Yeah, exactly. So maybe we'll do that. I'll talk to Josh and see if that's okay with him, because I know that I get a VIP table with the sponsorship. So why let it go to waste, right? Why not have it? And none of that, whoever wins it, they'll represent Through the Fingers that day. So they'll be sitting in as Through the Fingers. They'll do something cool. I think it'd be interesting. I think it would be fun. So
yeah, definitely.
But anyway, well, listen, guys, we've been talking. You know what? We have so much fun talking. I'm sure we can go all night. So, you know, we might as well. You know, this is a question. Do I got one Wonder Bucket? Hey, Wonder Bucket, how are you? I like the name. If Morozov needs money so bad, why doesn't he just sell the Legacy Hammer back to Devin? I guess. You know what? I heard that Dennis did give it to him, right?
To Morozov?
That's what I heard. He gave it to Morozov. Yeah. But, you know, Morozov lost. I mean, he should have gave it to Vitaly when he lost, right?
Morozov
It was for the left hand, though.
Is worthy. He's very injury prone. He's a young guy.
He works out so damn hard and heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, he pulls off his bicep a lot, and it's hard because that's more of a supporting muscle. It shouldn't be like your main weapon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
But hey, that injury might be what he needs to.
It's gonna rip off sometimes. Like,
yeah. But I think Vitaly probably is the best left right now.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Vitaly.
I mean, maybe Alazan, but it's hard to see Alazan beating a true super heavyweight in Vitaly.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen Ivan pinning Vitaly in practice too, though.
So that's
yeah.
Honestly,
that could just be a
Alazan,
speed issue.
I always forget about him, but Alazan is really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
wants too much money.
Yeah, that's true. And sometimes it's like for me, I've always just wanted to pull people because I like to test myself, and so if I were him, I would want to just face the bigger names just because. And if he gets money, then that's great. But it's like he gets the honor to pull those people.
No, but you listen. You know what I say too?
Mm.
If you're not, you don't have a right to ask for that much money unless you're bringing that much plus more to the table.
His
Yeah.
argument was because he has the second biggest social media following, but what he needs to understand is that markets matter.
Mhm.
If your social media following is big in a country that doesn't buy pay-per-views, it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true.
it's like when you have a big following like in India, or like when I put out a bunch of shorts, like sometimes I'll get like 20 subscribers from like India, but
Yep.
that doesn't, like, YouTube doesn't care about subscribers from India because they don't spend any money.
Mhm.
So they
True.
never click on
Yeah.
ads. So you get like almost no. I don't know if you looked at the analytics, but like when they're on, it like it almost counts for nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
1,000 views from India is worth like 10 from the US.
Yep.
And so that type of stuff matters. So it's like his following is big, but it's all like that, like Southeast Asia and stuff like that. So
Well, Dexter said he could run the numbers from the past pay-per-views, and he can prove that Elajon was asking for more money than he brings in pay-per-view buys.
here's what you do: you give every athlete a discount code,
Yeah.
and let them promote. So that way, the athletes are incentivized to promote your pay per view through their channel. And I think everyone who does a pay per view should do this. So, including you, Josh, if you're watching, since you're doing a pay per view this year, incentivize the poolers to promote your pay per view by giving them a code to sell the pay per views with. So that way, they get a little chunk of it,
And you know too.
and then you know who your biggest draws are.
Yeah.
Sure. Because then it just pops up. It just shows right on your page.
Mac does that. So Mac, Mac Arm Wrestling League, Ian does that with all the athletes. So every athlete gets a promo code. Now, what you got to do though is you got to think past the athlete and make sure that the people buying it feel encouraged to use the promo code, because you know how many times I've seen people, they could put in Victor's promo code or Clifton's promo code, but they just click buy, no promo code. They just buy it. So what you want to do is you almost want to make it so, like, okay, you throw in all the promo codes, have a list of promo codes on the pay-per-view page. So I'm clicking on East versus West. Okay, I want to buy the pay-per-view. Then for me to buy the pay-per-view, I have to click on one of the promo codes to buy the pay-per-view. Now I'm thinking, oh, Andrew Quintana. Oh, I like him. I click promo code Andrew Quintana, and I buy my pay-per-view through your promo code. But it's on the East versus West page itself. That's how they should do it.
Yeah.
I agree.
They should do it like that. And I also think like crowdfunding is the best way to raise money these days.
Yep.
So like sell athlete jerseys, give them a percentage, let them promote it. Hey, please, buy my shirt, buy my jersey, buy whatever branded stuff you want to sell with their name on it. So that way it lets them make money and you still make money too. And that will start pulling in a lot of people, because like that's I'm kind of a nerd, so like that's how esports makes a lot of their prize pools for their players, is they crowdsource. So they say, they'll make skins for a specific player or whatever, and they can sell their skins and whatnot, and they get a percentage of it. And sometimes, like, because the skin is so popular, even if they don't even know who that player is, they just like the skin, they end up making a ton of money. So it's absolutely huge,
I think they need to. I think us as athletes have to do some promotion of ourselves too. And I think if we really want to have big opportunities in that, we have to. We have to up our game, and we have to invest in ourselves. Listen, if you don't invest in yourself, why would anybody else invest in you?
This is like a universal thing in arm wrestling, and I'm not going to say it bothers me, because I love everyone I've met, but there seems to be a very specific personality type in arm wrestling where, we don't like to be confrontational. We're all very respectful to each other, and we like to be kind of understated and very humble. Maybe it's because a lot of the early heroes were that way in arm wrestling, so people kind of take cues off of that. But you have, like, if you're part of a cool event like Mac, like Armbender, like Knuckles Up or whatever, dude, like, show it off. Like, just press the share. But like, if the least you can do is press the share button, but at least once a week, just record yourself training and saying something stupid, just to get people interested and riled up. promote this shit. Be a part of making arm wrestling bigger and better. Like don't just hope that it explodes. Like other things explode because people learn about and they start caring about the athletes. And they start getting an emotional bond because they're like, oh, this guy used to be a mailman and I was a mailman. So now all the male people think that this is the coolest guy ever, or like whoever, you know? So it's like, just get yourself out there and, you know,
I think out of the three of
really
us,
not
I'm the one most guilty of not doing this stuff. So that's true.
I do it.
I get it, and it's annoying. And like, I hate setting up a camera when I train. I hate it. I hate it, and I know I need to because my I know it's such a pain. It takes all the pleasure of training out of it. But it's unfortunate because like all my videos that do well are ones that of training. They don't give a shit what I have to say about anything else.
I agree.
They just want to see training.
I've always thought you had really good insights and you make good points on things. Like that's what I enjoy watching whenever you make videos on things.
Well, I'm agreeing with you on that. Yeah, and you know what Jake Ward said? So he was talking. He came on and shot the shit with us a couple Fridays ago, and he said, "Listen, number one thing you need to always think is live content. Like your number one moneymaker on YouTube is always going to be like live content, like not live content, but like match footage or like training videos, like actual physical content is always going to be your number. Like that's going to be your money makers. Yeah. Then after that, it's this, that, and this and that, right? But I always remembered that, and it's true. Whenever I post actual match footage or something, it always has better numbers than anything else I post every time.
Yeah,
every time. So,
like I said, it's just really unfortunate because like because I love that aspect of it myself. It feels like I'm having to pick and choose. Like, do I want to put effort into the YouTube thing and take what I enjoy out of the training, and maybe my training suffers for it? Or, you know, do I want to take the you know, make sure I'm staying on track and keeping my training just very focused? And because I like this whole year I've been so in the zone training, you know, and I didn't want to risk losing that, so I haven't been posting as much training stuff, you know. And but every time I do, it's just like, oh man, I feel like I'm just missing out so much by not posting it.
I got to do it too. You know what? I got a thing set up right now. I'm supposed to do a review on this Ryofi portable gym, and I started doing a little bit of it, but then I don't like it. But what I'm gonna do is every time I use it, I'm gonna record it, and then eventually I'll just edit it, and I'll have a good review for it. That's what I figured. I was like, I'll just do it like 5-6 times and just keep talking and keep recording the routine, and by the end of it I should be able to piece together a good review for the,
or even just do a voiceover, like do a bunch of footage of you using it and then just voiceover talking about it.
And I've never done that yet. That'd be a first. That'd be cool.
Or what you could do is you could watch like one of those gym review channels that reviews the gym equipment and just kind of like look at their template and how they structure it and just try to use that same structure.
For sure. Okay, guys, I've got to get off. But thank you so much, man. Oh, it was awesome talking to you boys tonight. Thank you very much. We'll do it again. We'll do some kind of like just mix mash fucking combo night coming up. We'll start doing it at least once a month where we all just hop on and shoot the shit.
Wait, I gotta roll the sleeve down. It's not doing it justice.
I don't look good at it. I'm not photogenic. Yeah, I'm not photogenic. So you guys beat me.
No, hey, it's like those things that they say. It's like not actual size.
The objects in this mirror may not appear as large.
And I just put mine really close. I'm like, yeah, this big. Right, like just like that.
I'm like 19 and a half and 17 and a quarter. So I don't know what you guys are.
It's huge. It's huge.
17 and 16.
Okay. Not bad though. For our heights and everything, it probably averages out close.
I'm only 5'9".
Yeah, and I'm 6'3" and something. So I used to be 6'4".
I haven't measured mine in a while. Yeah. Last time I checked, my bicep was barely 15, so it's tiny, but
bigger. But you always shrink as you get older too. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, okay, boys. Much
Yeah,
love.
Yeah, have a
Again.
good night.
Thanks, chat.
I'll see you guys.
With us, and yes, we'll definitely see you guys soon. Thanks for coming on, Andrew. Good talking to you.
absolutely. Anytime, guys.